All right, hi guys, can everybody see me? Hello, how is everybody doing? All right, so let's do a quick exercise as we begin the session. How about you introduce yourself? From which city are you? To tell us where are you from? Which city are you from? Bangalore, Mumbai, Thane, Hyderabad, Raipur, Gurgaon, Delhi, Pune, Bangalore, Goa, oh my God, okay, Thane, Panvel, Pune, Delhi, South Delhi, Noida, Coimbatore, Pune, Himachal, Shimla, wow, Patna, Mumbai, Delhi, Gurgaon, Bangalore, Noida, Navi Mumbai, South Delhi, Chennai, Siachen, wow, Siachen, Arun Pandit, that's interesting. Patna, Hyderabad, South Mumbai, Varanasi, Kalyan, Puneri, interesting. Dombivli, Bandra, okay, Dombivli, Bandra, Mumbai. Wow, what an interesting mix of audience do we have today? Okay, what else? Where else are you guys from? Oh, wow, there's somebody from UAE. That is interesting. We never actually did any kind of activities to get people from. How did you come? How did you come to know about this workshop? Swapnil Bosle. How did you come to know about this workshop? We never actually went all the way to Middle East yet. Telangana, Bangalore, Delhi. Okay, a friend suggested. Wow. Say thanks to that friend of yours. Okay. Interesting. Hyderabad, Pune. Very interesting. Okay. All right. So here's the next question for all of you. Where did you hear about this workshop? Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, email, WhatsApp. Somebody referred you. You've already been here before. You have 7 options: Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, email, WhatsApp. Somebody referred you and you've already been here before. Okay. Facebook ads, Facebook. Someone referred me, YouTube ad, IG video ad, YouTube ads, YouTube. All right. I heard from Facebook ads, Insta ad, friend reference, Cynthia Sikwara. Thank you so much. Say thank you to your friend. Pradeep Saleh, YouTube ad, Srinivas K, YouTube ad, Abhijit Dhanoki, Facebook ad, Pankaj Rao, YouTube ad, Vishwanath, Facebook, Azim Ahmad, Facebook, Amardeep Budwant, Facebook, Ashish Raja Bauria, Insta, Samir Jani, email. Okay, Samir Jani, I think the name sounds familiar. I believe you've signed up before. Facebook ads, oh, very interesting. YouTube from Pune, YouTube ad. Okay, YouTube ads, Insta ad, Facebook. Okay, so that's an interesting mix of audience, part of your community. Amit Kobnag, welcome back. All right, so how many of you guys are here for the first time? Put 1 in the chat. And how many of you guys are here for the second time or more? Like you've already been in any of my workshops or webinars before? Put 2. How many of you guys are here for the first time? Please put 1 in the chat. And how many of you guys here for the second or the third time? You've already been in any of my workshops or you know me through some community or something else before? Put 2 in the chat. Arvind Kumar 2, Sandeep Kumar 2, Mohit Yadav 1, Nihar Ranjan 1, Mohit Yadav, I got that. Vinayak Single, Adish, Bhuvan, Kamlesh, Rajkumar, Sagar, Dikshit Badani. Okay. Abhishek Tripathi, 1. Very interesting. A lot of you guys are 1. Vijay, Kunal, Love Makkar, Jaskaran Sindhu, Adi Singh, Vishwanathan, Zaharu Hassan, Sanjay Garg, Sapna Pandey, Dinesh Verma, Sunil Lobo, Prashant, Babu Shekhar, first time, Chirag Tandon 1, Jagdeep Singh 1, Sridhar, Lakshmi Narayan 1, Srinivas K 1, Vasant 1, Manish 1, Samir Jani 2, Kumar Singh 1, Vijay Sarangule 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, interesting. A lot of you guys are here for the actually here for the Rajat Arora, Mohammad Shafiullah, Sunil Kalevar, Mohammad Shafiullah, Sunil Kalevar, Ashish Raja, Siddhi Hegde, Sunil Desai, Harish. Friend has referred me Harish from Calicut, Kerala for the first time. Okay, interesting, Harish. Sukhendra Kumar 1, Vishwaraj 1. All right, this is amazing. So I'm going to ask you guys the golden question before even we begin the session. What are you here to learn? What do you want to learn? Now, this is an open question for all of you to tell me what is that one thing that you came to hear or learn from this webinar, this 2 days webinar. Proper targeting, marketing, lead generation, real estate, flat bechna sikha do bas. Cost effective lead generation, generate lead quality leads, how to generate leads, making money, lead generation, generating organic leads, quality lead generation. Somebody saying leaf generation. I think that's a typing mistake. Most effective lead generation strategies, targeting, curious, filtered clients, money, lead generation, laser targeting, more conversions. How can I find good leads? Frustrated with portals and lead quality. Kill opponents. Oh my God, somebody is getting absolutely lethal out here, right? You want to kill opponents. How to active target. Okay. How to achieve targeting. Okay. Increase conversion rate, good quality leads, quality lead generation with high conversion. Successful realtor, quality leads generation, more conversion. Frustrated with portals, become an industry expert. Speak in Hindi. Okay. How many of you guys would want me to speak in Hindi? And how many of you guys want me to speak in English? If you want me to speak in Hindi, put Hindi in the chat. If you want me to speak in English, put English in the chat. ENG. Yaar, English mat likho. ठीक है? That is a complicated one, like extremely complicated one. Both okay. If you're okay with both, put both okay. Yeah, both okay. Now finally I can see a lot of both. Both okay, both okay, both okay. No, only English. From South need English. Actually, both are fine. Hindi will be okay. All are Indians. Maximum people can understand Hindi. Only Hindi. Okay, both okay. Yes, okay, cool. Very interesting. Gujarati. Somebody saying Gujarati. That's the first time I've heard somebody saying Gujarati. All right, so I'll probably start the greeting in all individual languages, right? So I'm going to first start in English. Hey guys, how are you? Thank you so much for joining this workshop. Then I'm going to say this in Hindi. ये workshop join करने के लिए thank you very much. मैं बहुत ही excited हूँ आप सबको मिल. That's an English version. The pure Hindi version is something I probably don't think I can do. And here's the Gujarati version because I'm a Gujarati myself. So Kem Cho, thank you so much. A workshop માં આવવા માટે. I'm not going to તમારી સાથે ગુજરાતીમાં નહીં વાત કરું. So bear with me. I am a Gujarati, but I just can't speak in Gujarati in forums like these. It's more, I'm more comfortable with English naturally somehow. But yeah, I'll try my best to keep each one of you engaged as much as I can by, switching languages, switching words, and, making it easy for you to understand anything that we're talking about. Somebody saying Gujarati માટે અલગ session રાખવામાં આવશે. Okay, now you got me there. Okay, Bhojpuri. Arey Vijay Chaube ji, humka nahi aati Bhojpuri. Like seriously, that's one thing I don't know. Yeah, maybe I can take those tuitions from you. Okay, So now here is the last question before we start the session. Okay. Identify yourself into 3 categories. Here's the last question. Identify yourself into 3 categories. Are you an independent realtor? Then put IR. Are you a channel partner? Put CP. Are you a real estate developer? Then put DEV, dev. If you're a digital marketer or anybody else, you can put DM or others. All right, CP, CP, DM, IR, CP, IR, IR and CP, 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 IR, CP, CP, DM, IR, CP, CP, DM, DM student, IR, CP, real estate consultant, digital marketer, IR, DM, IR, IR, want to be a CP, IR, DM, DM, okay. Channel partner, beginner, okay. IR and CP, CP, consultant. Interesting. CP, want to be a CP, okay. Wow, so I can see there are a lot of want to be a CP over here. IR, CP, DM, property lawyer, want to be a CP. That's the first time. Arvind Jain, welcome to the workshop. Shadab Sheikh, beginner, okay. Interesting. So now let's actually grade ourselves in terms of our experience with real estate. And I'm specifically asking this question because this entire workshop was and is meant to be a specifically dedicated program for the real estate community. All right. So I'm going to ask you guys this question. Please rate your experience in the real estate category. Okay. If you're a beginner, you need to put 0 to 1. If you are already experienced in real estate, you can put whatever number of experience, whatever number of years of experience you've had in real estate. And if you're a digital marketer who wants to learn how to do it for real estate, I want you to put DM for real estate, DM for RE. All right. So you got to put 0 to 1 if you're a beginner in real estate. If you're an experienced person in real estate, put whatever experience you have. 1 year, 22 years. Wow. 4 years, 7 years CP, 6 years, 10 years, 9 years, 12 years, 18 years, 3 years, 2 years, 0 to 1, 10 years, 18, 15, 10, 1, 6 months, 1 to 2, 5, 35, 30 years. Oh my God. Fresher, half. You guys are actually increasing my questions. You're making me more curious to know you a little bit better. Okay, 8 years, only 2 years. Interesting. Wow. Like look at the bandwidth of people over here, right? There are people who are 0 to 1, huge number of them, and a huge number of them who are 30, 25, 22 years, 18 years, 15 years. So that's like an interesting mix of audience that we've got here. All right, cool. So then let's get started with the session today. I'm just going to quickly share my screen and let me know if you can see it. Let me know if you can see my screen. Yeah, give me a yes if you can see my screen. All right. So hi guys. Once again, welcome to the Lead Generation Mastery Workshop. What we're going to learn in these 2 days is how to close 10 to 20 deals consistently every single month. This workshop is powered by Lead Factory and Lead Pipe. I will come to more about that just in a bit. A little bit about myself, since a lot of you guys are here for the first time. I'm going to quickly introduce myself and help you understand a little bit of my background. Hi, I'm Nimit, founder of Lead Factory. Lead Factory is a lead generation agency based out of Mumbai. We've been working for top real estate developers across 6 different cities, including Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Bangalore, Coimbatore, Kolkata, a couple of more. And we've also, we've been mainly working for real estate developers and channel partners across these different cities. A little bit more about how did I actually jump into the whole concept of training is through a couple of my, recent certifications that I got through Facebook. So I was also recently in 2019 of December, certified by Facebook to be a Blueprint Network trainer, lead trainer, which means now I'm one of the 22 certified trainers across India who has the official tag from Facebook to train anybody else on teaching Facebook ads to the rest of the world. So that's like the highest level of certification that you could take from Facebook. I've been training at the Facebook office in Mumbai to more than 700 people just before the lockdown happened. So that's a little bit about me, and we won't waste too much of time there. We worked with various developers like Suntech, Rustamji, Assets, Chandak, JP, St. Angelo's, Tata Housing, Ozone Group, Jain Housing, Enso, Stepstone from Chennai, Risara from Goa, VTP from Pune, ANO Realty, Satwa, Salapuria Satwa from Bangalore, and many more. This is actually one of the recent, one of the last pictures at the Facebook office where I conducted a exclusive 2 days training program for real estate fraternity. So Facebook actually invited a lot of real estate developers to the Facebook office in Mumbai to help them understand how to use Facebook marketing to grow their business. This is one of my, this particular picture is actually taken from one of my training sessions for Shobha Realty. So Shobha Dubai invited me as a speaker to train their 140 plus realtors in helping them understand how to market Dubai-based properties to Indian audiences and help them grow their business by selling international properties to Indians. So it's a slightly reverse situation. You're not selling Indian properties to NRIs. You were selling Dubai-based properties to Indians. So it was an interesting session with 140 plus realtors in a pack room at a 5-star hotel in BKC. So let's get on with a little bit of the ground rules. All right. So how many of you guys are ready to get started with the workshop? Give me ready in the chat. How many of you guys are ready to get started with the workshop? How many of you guys are ready to get started with the workshop? Give me ready in the chat. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys some basic ground rules. Okay. So that all of us are absolutely in sync in terms of how we're going to go through these 2 days. So first of all, and this is a very, very deep and a humble request. Okay. I'm going to request you to leave your experience and beliefs behind. What does that mean? A lot of you guys would have come into this session. आप बहुत सारे लोग ये सेशन में सोच के आए होंगे कि मुझे ये तो पता है, निमित ये बोल रहा है, ये तो मैं जानता हूँ, ये तो ऐसे होता है, इससे रिजल्ट नहीं आता है, इससे ऐसा होता है, इससे वैसा होता है. Here is my humble request. आपने ये वर्कशॉप में साइन अप करके 6 घंटे कमिट किए, राइट, टू ग्रोइंग योर बिजनेस. So here's what I'm going to say. Forget about who's Nimit, forget about his background, forget about what is this, who's conducting this workshop. Just remember one thing. These 6 hours is what you've decided to invest in learning something new. Now you can, after 6 hours, put it into trash, assuming for a minute if you don't find this useful, which I can guarantee you won't be the case. But it won't get to that point अगर आप ये 6 घंटे ये बात को फ्रेश माइंड से नहीं सुनेंगे, एक नए पर्सपेक्टिव से नहीं सुनेंगे. अगर आप ये पूरे 6 घंटे के वर्कशॉप को एकदम जीरो एक्सपीरियंस से नहीं सुनेंगे तो if you keep your baggage of your knowledge, you are not going to be able to learn new things. If your cup is full, I cannot pour new things into it. So I'm going to request you to empty your cup and allow me to add a new piece of dimension, add a new dimension to your business, to your real estate business, in helping you grow the way you're moving in your business and be able to do things that you've never done before. Now I'm going to ask again, how many of you are ready to change your beliefs? I want you to put the word change, because change is the first criteria to make these 6 hours valuable for you. So how many of you guys are ready to change? Yeah, ready to mold, ready to learn new things. Awesome. Always eager to learn, ready to change and learn extra things. Okay, great. Here's the second rule for the session today. All right. Listen, interact, and engage in the session to gain the most. If you think, you've just put your headphones on, you're going on a walk, or, or you're doing something else and you're just parallelly listening to this workshop, क्योंकि 500 रुपया ही है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, even if I don't get much from this program, 500 rupees is not a big amount. So how does it matter? So I'm going to tell you this one honest thing, right? This is not a workshop that you put your headphones on and do something else. If that's the thought, then I would suggest you to drop now. But if you really want to learn, you got to be attentive and you got to be engaging in this workshop, because I keep asking a lot of questions every now and then. And this workshop is more of a dialogue. It's a conversation. Remember this. When we were in school, we hated our teachers because वो आके हमको ज्ञान देते हैं और हम में से किसी को ज्ञान लेने में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. हमारे पास खुद के पास बहुत ज्ञान है और हमको नए ज्ञान की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. So what is required? A conversation that can help you learn things out of experience. A conversation that can help you find ideas and strategies out of somebody else's mistakes. A conversation that has already helped more than 6,850 plus realtors like you to change the way they're doing business. Right? So how many of you guys are ready to listen, interact, and engage? It's an interesting abbreviation actually. LIE, L-I-E. Put LIE in the chat. L-I-E, LIE. All right, cool. Okay, if something makes sense, here's the third and the most interesting one. One of the most interesting ones. If something makes sense to you, right? Take a screenshot. So here's my point. ये वर्कशॉप फुल्ली ट्रांसपेरेंट है. आप इसके कितने भी स्क्रीनशॉट चाहे ले सकते हो. ठीक है. आपको इसके जो पॉइंटर्स अच्छे लगते हैं वो रख सकते हो आप अपने पास. जो स्ट्रैटेजीज कॉपी पेस्ट करनी है कर सकते हो. इनफैक्ट आई कीप प्रमोटिंग दिस टू पीपल दैट व्हाटएवर यू लाइक द मोस्ट, यू कैन एक्चुअली टेक अ स्क्रीनशॉट, प्रिंट इट एंड पेस्ट इट in front of you. Remember this, the more you implement from everything you learn during this workshop, the more you will be able to grow your business. All right. Along with taking a screenshot, I'm also going to say this. If there is any moment during this workshop that you find that that's a bulb moment, आपके बत्ती जल गई, अगर कोई एक नई चीज सीखी आपने और आपकी बत्ती जल गई, you can just say bulb in the chat. And I will not ask you this question. You can just say bulb whenever you feel there is a moment like that. Whenever you see there is a moment like that, you can just say bulb. That tells me that something valuable was learned by you. Something that was very useful was learned by you, right? So the most important thing you got to remember is that at any point of time, अगर कोई भी एक ऐसी चीज आपने सुन ली जिससे कि आपको लगा कि यार ये तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है या ये तो मैंने कभी सोचा ही नहीं था, just put bulb in the chat. If that's a bulb, I call it the bulb moment, right? Fourth rule, be ready to work and not just listen to theory and go back charged up. ये कोई motivational workshop नहीं है, ठीक है? मैं आपको यहाँ पे 4 दिन के भजिए की तरह गरम करने नहीं आया हूँ. ये 2 दिन में आप ऐसी चीजें सीखोगे ना जिससे कि आपका माइंडसेट, आपका काम करने का, रियल एस्टेट को, बिजनेस को ग्रो करने का तरीका पूरा रीस्ट्रक्चर हो जाएगा. So most important is you have to work along with me, because after today, we're also going to give you an assignment, right? So I'm going to ask you guys this question. How many of you guys are ready to work along with me in these 2 days? क्योंकि आपको सिर्फ सुनना नहीं है, आपको मेरे साथ काम भी करना है. The reason why this is termed as a workshop is because you have to work along with me in these 2 days. All right. Okay. And last and the most important one, humbly, I'm going to humbly request you, all of you, okay, to go with the flow. आपके जो भी questions है, ठीक है? You throw your questions into the Q&A section. You can see there is a Q&A. आपके कभी भी during whatever I'm saying, अगर आपका कुछ question आ जाता है, ठीक है, तो आप उसको या तो पेपर पे लिख लो या तो फिर उसको Q&A सेक्शन में डाल दो. चैट में मत डालना क्योंकि वो मिस हो जाएगा. इतने लोग चैट कर रहे हैं कि वो डेफिनेटली मिस हो जाएगा. ठीक है. I am promising you that we will answer your questions before completing the 2 days of workshop. All right. So आपका जब भी कुछ question है, there is a Q&A section. Drop your questions in the Q&A section. Every time we finish an entire concept, we will jump into the Q&A and then we will start the next section. All right. Okay. So with that, I'm going to ask one last time, how many of you guys are excited to be a part of this particular workshop? Please put X to the tune of your excitement. And remember this, that this workshop is not going to be recorded or shared. Hence, everything you learn during this workshop is going to be in live. तो अगर आप कोई भी चीज को मिस कर दिया तो वो चला गया, क्योंकि इसकी कोई replay नहीं है. There is no replay of this workshop. Whatever you learn in this workshop, you will learn live. Everything that, so I want you to understand this. If you want to learn every single little thing, ये 499 का maximum returns चाहिए, then you have to stay till the right end of this workshop, because there is no replay, there is no rewind, there is no record. How many of you guys commit to stay till the last of this particular workshop? Put last in the chat. Last. L-A-S-T, last. आखिर तक आप मेरे साथ रुकने को तैयार हैं. And by the way, let me tell you this, right? There are so many times we've done this workshop and we've landed finishing this workshop at 9:30, 10 p.m. because people had questions. And I do not get up off this seat till people have got their answers of their questions. All right. I have the capacity to go on for any amount of time because I love what I do. And I love real estate marketing. And I'm sure you love your business too. And हम सब इस workshop में सिर्फ एक intention के लिए हैं, to help each other grow real estate business. Hence, I'm going to say this once again. You have to stay in this workshop till the last moment if you want to fetch the maximum value from it. So if you commit yourself to stay till the end, put last in the chat. All right. So let's get started. Here's what we're going to do in day 1 and day 2. Okay? So in day 1, we're going to help you understand something called as the 3P strategy to help you generate sales. Okay. The second thing that we'll learn today is the 4 ways to improve lead quality. And the third thing that we will learn today is how to fix the funnel to build trust and generate high intent leads. Then on day 2, which is tomorrow, we will actually learn how to target the ideal customer through Facebook or Instagram. Second, we will also learn how to generate high quality leads without even having a website. And third, we will learn how to grow your real estate business and do 7 to 10 deals consistently without cold calls, referrals, or email marketing or database marketing. That's what we're going to learn in these 2 days. Now, with that said, let's get started with day 1. All right. So in day 1, what we've done is we've actually broken this down into 2 parts. Part 1, we're going to actually focus on the 3P strategy, and we're going to focus on 2 ways to improve lead quality. One is BNC and one is WHO. And then we will answer the Q&As. And then in the part 2 of day 1, we will actually go into Darde Dil Reley Spray and the third thing, which is basically fixing the funnel, right? So that's how the day 1 is going to operate. Remember this, there is no recording, there is no replay, there is no rewind. Everything you learn in day 1 is live, and everything you learn in day 2 is live. If you miss anything, you miss it completely. All right. So stick around, don't move. And most importantly, don't waste your time in writing notes. Take a screenshot if you like something, because you've paid for this content. So you have all the rights to keep this with you. All right. Take a screenshot at any point of time. If you like to keep anything handy for yourself without wasting too much of time writing about it. Most importantly, listen with no disturbance. All right. With that, let's get started with day 1. So here's a quick screenshot from more than 6,850 realtors who have actually put together, achieved 105 crores plus in sales since the first day we started our real estate marketing workshop, which was last year, April of 2021. It's exactly been 11 months effectively since the day we started, and the community is continuously growing. We're proud to be one of the only real estate marketing communities that has focused on helping realtors across India grow their business with zero intention to bother you in giving us a part of your business or being personally involved into the most confidential data of your business. We have helped more than 6,000 people to actually implement strategies that have helped them generate 7 to 10 deals every single month. With that said, let's actually get started with day one. So what we did is we actually rolled out a Google form for a lot of you. And these are the 3 inputs that we found, the 3 most prominent problems that we found. And I want you guys to type 1, 2, and 3 in the chat to tell me which of these 3 were your problems, because we've got all of these 3 from multiple people, right? But these are the top 3 problems that we found that were reported by various people in this particular workshop. Problem number 1, how to improve quality of leads. Now, if this is your problem, I want you to put 1 in the chat. Problem number 2, how to target them using Facebook or Instagram. And problem number 3, how to lower the cost of leads. These were the top 3 problems that we got from all the people who joined this particular workshop. If all these 3 are your problems, you can put all 3. If 1 or 2 or 3 is your problem, you can put specifically any one of them. Or you can say 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, whatever. We're really keen to know exactly what is your problem out of these 3 most reported problems by each one of you in this particular workshop. All right, so let me quickly look at the chat now. All 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, all 3, sir. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, all 3, 2, 3, 1 and 3, 1, 2, 3, all 3, 1 and 2, all 3 is must, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, wow. So apparently all the 3 are almost the most commonly reported problems by all of you, right? And let me tell you this. Here's my commitment. In these 2 days, we will address all of these 3 problems. Does that sound exciting enough? Does that sound exciting enough? Give me a little bit of energy. Give me a little bit of excitement if you're excited to know the fact that we're going to solve all of these 3 problems before you leave this workshop within these 6 hours between today and tomorrow. All right. So I'm just going to quickly phrase the structure of this workshop. This workshop is spread between 2 days, which is today on 1st of March and tomorrow, 2nd of March, between 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Again, tomorrow we will meet at 6 p.m. and complete at 9 p.m. Hopefully complete at 9 p.m. between today and tomorrow, both the days. I'm actually known to extend my time by falling over the 9 p.m. mark. So we'll try to keep it specific to 9 p.m. But with that said, let's try and understand the 3P strategy. Now I'm going to ask you guys to guess this. Do you know the 3P strategy that has helped our participants generate over 105 crores in sales? Why don't you take a guess at what this 3P stands for? And by the way, I'm just going to give you a nice hint. The 3P stands for real estate. I mean, the 3P is something that is related to real estate. It's not a managerial term. But I want you guys to take a guess at what does this 3P stand for? What does this 3P stand for? Product, price, place, property, price, promotion. Come on, guess. 3 pillars. What is the 3 pillars? Product, price, place, price, product, planning. 3 parameters: property, promotion, property, price, promotion, product, place, price, place, product, passion. Somebody saying passion. Okay. Prospecting. Okay. Guys, remember this, when I ask you this question, you know the objective of me asking you this question is because जब आप इस क्वेश्चन को आंसर करोगे और आपको इसका सही जवाब मिलेगा तो आपको हमेशा के लिए याद रह जाएगा। लेकिन अगर मैंने आपको सीधा बता दिया 3P, ये कभी भी आपके माइंड में रजिस्टर ही नहीं होगा। Hence I said it's critical for you to engage in this workshop, right? So please answer the question when I ask. Price, project, profit. If you've just joined right now, here's the good news. We have already started with the session and we are on the first concept, which is called as the 3P strategy. So please identify, what does the 3P stand for? Place, product, price, price, property, price, power, property, presentation, prospecting and product, property, profit, prospect, price, place, pitch, personalization, product, price, property, place, perspective, persistence, presentation. Okay, let me help you decode the 3Ps. So a lot of you guys were right. The first P stands for project or property. That is for sure, right? The first P stands for project or property. The second P stands for persona. The second P stands for persona. So the first P, and I'm going to quickly explain this. The first P stands for project and property, which means you got to identify your project or property and list down the pros and cons. Now I want you guys to get absolutely stable wherever you are and start listening to everything that I'm talking about now. All right. So what's the first P going to be standing for out of the 3P strategy? The first P stands for property or project. I actually started saying product because a lot of people over here were saying product. I caught up into your P. Okay. So I'm going to come back to my Ps. So the 3P strategy stands for property or project, which means you got to identify the property or the project you're selling and list down the pros and cons of those properties or the project that you're selling. A lot of times people make a mistake, and I want you to tell me in the chat if you did that. You just pick up a project or a property and you just start selling it. You've never listed down the pros or the cons or even bothered about understanding why should you be selling this property. If you made this mistake, I want you to put mistake in the chat. The first P of the 3P strategy, and I'm going to go a little bit slow to begin with to make sure that everybody is in sync with me. All right. The first P stands for property and project. So identify your property or project and write down the pros and cons. A lot of times as realtors, we actually make a very big mistake कि हम प्रॉपर्टी या प्रोजेक्ट लेके सीधा मार्केटिंग करना शुरू कर देते हैं, रेफरल्स को देना शुरू कर देते हैं, व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे मार्केट करना शुरू कर देते हैं, उसके प्रोज एंड कॉन्स लिखते नहीं है और वहां पे हम गलत हो जाते हैं. इफ अगर आपने ये गलती की है तो प्लीज पुट मिस्टेक इन द चैट. आपने ये गलती की है तो मिस्टेक लिखिए चैट पे. ऑलराइट, समबडी सेइंग बल्ब. प्रोज एंड कॉन्स मींस, अच्छा प्रोज एंड कॉन्स का मतलब होता है फायदे और नुकसान. हर प्रोजेक्ट के कुछ प्लस पॉइंट होते हैं, कुछ अच्छे पॉइंट होते हैं और कुछ बुरे पॉइंट होते हैं. प्रो और कॉन का मतलब होता है अच्छे पॉइंट और बुरे पॉइंट. ठीक है, तो अगर आप कोई भी प्रॉपर्टी या प्रोजेक्ट को मार्केट कर रहे हो तो आपको उसके सारे प्रोज या कॉन्स, अच्छे पॉइंट या बुरे पॉइंट लिखना जरूरी है. सीधा मार्केटिंग करना गलत बात है. अगर आपने ये गलती की है तो लिखिए मिस्टेक इन द चैट. A lot of people are saying bulb, 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 bulb. All right, no problem. That's great. Awesome. Let's go to the second P. The second P stands for the person. मतलब कि ये प्रॉपर्टी या प्रोजेक्ट किस पर्सन के लिए है. Identify the person who would be your typical buyer and write everything that he would be doing in his day-to-day life. यानी कि वो अपनी जिंदगी में क्या कर रहा है उसको डिटेल में लिखिए. What does that mean? If your property is in a particular location and it is at a particular price point and it is at a particular it is a particular size of property, let's say 3 BHK, 4 BHK, 5 BHK. अब इस चीज को खरीदने वाला जो पर्सन है उसका पर्सोना क्या है. पर्सन का पर्सोना I'll explain to you, right? So पर्सन का पर्सोना, इसका मतलब क्या होता है. Nimit Shah is a person, but what is the persona of Nimit Shah? Nimit Shah is a CEO. Nimit Shah is basically a working professional. Typically drives a sedan. Works 10 to 12 hours a day. Has different kind of leadership and management challenges. Is typically looking to grow his business. ये सारे persona aspects है निमित शाह के. तो निमित शाह एक पर्सन है, लेकिन पर्सोना क्या है. पर्सोना उसकी डिस्क्रिप्शन है कि वो इंसान है कौन, वो जिंदगी में करता क्या है, वो उठता कितने बजे, उसकी जिंदगी में क्या क्या चैलेंजेस है, उसकी प्रॉब्लम्स क्या क्या है, उसकी फैमिली कितनी बड़ी है। निमिषा की फैमिली है, 4 people, he has 4 people in the family, he is between the age of 30 to 40, he's got 1 kid, he's basically somebody who is living in a nuclear family with a working wife, both of them are working, so having different kind of challenges to manage home, need home help. All of these are little details that you have to write down when it comes to persona. पर्सन के साथ परसोना। अब आप में से कितने लोग ने कभी भी परसोना के बारे में सोचा ही नहीं है? प्लीज पुट मिस्टेक 2 इन द चैट। मिस्टेक 2। अगर आपने अपने परसोना के बारे में कभी नहीं सोचा है, प्लीज पुट मिस्टेक 2। somebody saying bulb, mistake 2. Okay, so what I'm trying to basically say over here is, once you identify the project or the property you want to market and you write down the pluses and minuses of that project, उसके pros and cons, उसके फायदे नुकसान, उसके प्लस पॉइंट्स और उसके माइनस पॉइंट्स क्या हैं, उसके बाद आपको लिखना है आपके कस्टमर पर्सोना के बारे में। पर्सन नहीं, पर्सोना। तो मतलब वो बंदे की कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स क्या है, उसकी फैमिली कितनी बड़ी है, उसकी प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है, उसके बच्चे की स्कूल कहाँ है, उसके फैमिली में कितने लोग रहते हैं, उसके माँ बाप हैं तो उसके माँ बाप के साथ उनकी क्या उम्र है, वो उम्र के लोगों की क्या रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, वो कहाँ काम करता है, घर से कितना ट्रैवल करता है, किस गाड़ी में ट्रैवल करता है, पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट यूज करता है। यू हैव टू राइट डाउन एवरी सिंगल डिटेल अबाउट द पर्सोना हु इज गोइंग टू बी योर बायर। Okay, there is an interesting suggestion from one of the participants. They're saying you can actually date with your customer and find out all of these details. Yeah, somebody saying you can date with your customer and find out all of these details. Well, so and a lot of you guys are asking के ये सारी details मिलेगी कहाँ से? ठीक है, so मैं आपको एक बहुत ही simple idea बताता हूँ, एकदम secret hack, basic secret hack आपको बताता हूँ कि आपको ये कहाँ से मिलेगा। ठीक है, आपको जब भी persona के बारे में जानना है, आप जो भी प्रॉपर्टी या प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में बात कर रहे हो, आप उस लोकेशन पे चले जाओ और उसके आजू बाजू जो लोग घूम रहे हैं उनको देखो। जस्ट इफ यू ऑब्जर्व देम, यू विल अंडरस्टैंड व्हिच कल्चर डू दे कम फ्रॉम। आर दे मोर महाराष्ट्रियंस, आर दे मोर सिंधीज, पंजाबीज, गुजरातीज, मारवाड़ीज, व्हाटएवर, right? And then you can also start seeing the kind of cars that are moving around in that locality. You can also start seeing, you can basically start identifying the behavior of people by analyzing the people around that location or that locality. Or you can even ask these questions to the developer you work with. अगर आप कोई अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन या कोई रेडी टू मूव प्रोजेक्ट्स पे काम करते हो, या फिर आप दूसरे ब्रोकर से भी पूछ सकते हो कि भाई यहाँ पे लोग रहते हैं वो कैसे है। That is how you can find out about the persona. So number 1, P number 1, property or project. P number 2, person or persona. Identify the person who would be a typical buyer and write down everything he would be doing in his day-to-day life. Here is the third one. Okay, here is the third and a very important one. Positioning. अब positioning का मतलब क्या होता है? Define your customer's problem and position your project as a perfect solution. मतलब कि आपके कस्टमर की डे टू डे लाइफ में क्या चैलेंजेस है, और ये प्रोजेक्ट जो आप उसको बेचना चाहते हो वो किस प्रॉब्लम को एड्रेस करते हुए बेचोगे। मतलब कि आप किसी को स्कूल नजदीक है इसलिए ये प्रोजेक्ट बेच रहे हो, या आप किसी को ऑफिस नजदीक है इसलिए ये प्रोजेक्ट बेच रहे हो, या आप किसी को एमिनिटीज अच्छी है पूरी फैमिली के लिए इसलिए। व्हाट इज योर पोजिशनिंग स्ट्रेटजी? आपके कस्टमर की प्रॉब्लम से आपके प्रोजेक्ट की कौन सी पोजिशनिंग फिट बैठ रही है, ये आपको ढूंढना है। पर इसके बीच में एक कड़ी है जो आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर देगी, एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव कन्वर्टेड द 3P strategy into a 4P strategy. 4P, right? So I'm going to narrate the entire 4Ps again. So first one is property, second one is persona, third one is pain point. So positioning पे मत जाओ सीधा. Third one is write down the pain points. Define your customer's problem in detail. एक एक डिटेल डिफाइन करो अपने कस्टमर की प्रॉब्लम की। ठीक है. For example, if husband and wife are working professionals, right, what are the different problems they're facing? They don't have a daycare near, they would need a daycare nearby, they would need good house help or maid, या मतलब घर के लिए कामकाज करने वाली पब्लिक चाहिए होगी उसको चाहिए होगा कि सारी ग्रोसरीज ये वो सब बहुत घर के नजदीक मिलता है. उसको ये भी चाहिए होगा कि आजू बाजू की कम्युनिटी भी उनके जैसी है, जो हस्बैंड वाइफ है, जिनके भी बच्चे हैं, ताकि उनको सेफ फील हो. उनको ये भी चाहिए होगा कि ज्यादा फैमिली ओरिएंटेड ऑडियंस हो. उनको चाहिए होगा कि उनकी कम्युनिटी के या उनके उम्र के लोग आजू बाजू रहते हो. उनको ये चाहिए होगा कि उनके तरह के फॉरवर्ड थिंकिंग लोग आजू बाजू रहते हो. उनको चाहिए होगा कि लोग उनकी तरह मॉडर्न हो, सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ, राइट. ये सारे पेन पॉइंट्स है उनके. नाउ व्हेन यू डिफाइन योर पर्सोना, योर पेन पॉइंट्स विल बिकम वेरी क्लियर. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आप एक जॉइंट फैमिली को घर बेचना चाहते हो तो उसके पेन पॉइंट्स अलग होते हैं, और अगर आप एक न्यूक्लियर फैमिली को घर बेचना चाहते हो उनके पेन पॉइंट्स अलग होते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर जॉइंट फैमिली है तो घर चाहिए माँ बाप की प्रेफरेंस के हिसाब से भी. अगर माँ बाप धार्मिक है तो उनको घर के आजू बाजू मंदिर चाहिए, उनको घर के आजू बाजू हवेली चाहिए, टेम्पल चाहिए, उनके कम्युनिटी के लोग चाहिए, उनके कम्युनिटी के लोगों के साथ टाइम स्पेंड करने के लिए गार्डन या पार्क्स चाहिए. पेन पॉइंट्स जो है ना आपके कस्टमर के, दैट विल कंप्लीटली डिफरेंशिएट बेस्ड ऑन द काइंड ऑफ पर्सोना यू आर टारगेटिंग. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू गाइस have never bothered to write down the pain points of your customer? Put mistake 3 in the chat. Never bother to write down the pain points of your customer. Please put mistake 3 in the chat. Now I'll ask you a very simple question to help you understand कि ये pain point वाला जो P है ना, ये क्यों critical है. ठीक है, अगर आप किसी डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो, hear me very carefully, okay, and tell me and answer this question for me. If you go to a doctor, okay, and the doctor didn't ask you कि आपको पेट में दर्द है या सर में दर्द है, बस ऐसी दवाई लिख के दे दे, तो क्या आप उस डॉक्टर के पास कभी वापस जाओगे? Will you ever go to the doctor again? Yes or no? Will you ever go to the doctor again? If the doctor recommended medicines to you without bothering to understand what your pain point is, will you ever go to that doctor again? Somebody saying उसका complain कर दूंगा. Okay, relax. I get your agitated feeling, but are you able to understand what I'm trying to say over here? आपको समझ आ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रहा हूं? आप वो डॉक्टर हो, आपको एक बैड न्यूज बताता हूं, आप वो डॉक्टर हो, बस आपकी खुशनसीबी है कि आपके बारे में किसी ने किधर कंप्लेन नहीं किया. And don't mind me talking with you in absolutely honest. Are you guys okay with me being very honest and candid? How many of you guys are okay with me क्योंकि यहां पे मैं आपकी हेल्प करने आया हूं. Absolutely okay, right? So hear this out. क्योंकि आपने अपने कस्टमर के पेन पॉइंट्स कभी लिखे नहीं है, आप वो डॉक्टर की तरह बिहेव कर रहे हो जिसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कि तुमको पेट में दर्द है या सर में दर्द है. बस मेरा काम है आपको दवाई लिख के देना. मैंने दवाई लिख के दे दी, अब आप जाओ. The problem that you're facing in your business and the reason why it is not growing is because you are not addressing to your customers' pain points. And because you are not even listening to the customers' pain points, आप बस अपने पास जो है ना उसको बेचने की कोशिश करते हो. आप ये नहीं समझते हो कि दुनिया में कस्टमर को सेल्समैन से नफरत है, उसको खरीदने में इंटरेस्ट है. दे लाइक टू बाय थिंग्स, दे डोंट लाइक टू बी सोल्ड टू. आप कभी डीमार्ट, बिग बाजार, पैंटलून्स कभी जाओ और कोई सेल्समैन आके बोले सर ये शर्ट ले लो, सर ये पैंट ले लो, आप कभी जिंदगी में वापस पैंटलून नहीं जाओगे, आप जिंदगी में कभी वापस डीमार्ट नहीं जाओगे. बिकॉज यू हेट बीइंग सोल्ड टू, बट यू आर डूइंग दैट थिंग क्योंकि आपने कस्टमर के पेन पॉइंट को समझने की कोशिश ही नहीं की है. आपने एक प्रोजेक्ट ले लिया. द मोमेंट यू गेट द प्रोजेक्ट इन योर हैंड and somebody telling you that I will give you this much amount of commission, you take that and you start running and you forcefully try to sell it to people. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Is everybody in sync with what I'm saying? When you do not When you do not write down or understand your customer's pain point, you are just forcing your content, you're just forcing your project, you're just forcing your property on the face of the customer. उसको खरीदना नहीं है, बस उसको आप बेच रहे हो जबरदस्ती, और जबरदस्ती बिकने वाली चीज कभी भी नहीं बिकती है, जबरदस्ती बेचने वाली चीज कभी भी नहीं बिकती है, right? So what is happening? Your effort has become 200 times and your result is 2%. Whereas you can reduce your effort drastically by understanding your customer's pain points and increase your efficiency or effectiveness by 500% if you start addressing to the customer's pain points. Is that clear to everybody? How many of you guys agree? How many of you guys agree that this approach will help you to grow your business better than the way you're doing it right now? Please put agree if you agree to that. If you disagree, you can put disagree. All right. And here is the fourth P. अब fourth P आता है positioning. जब आपने pain point समझ ली, तो you have to be able to address to those pain points by positioning your project to address to those pain points. That is what is called as the 4P strategy that has actually helped people generate, participants of this particular workshop generate more than 105 crore rupees worth of sales, 105 crores plus of sales by simply implementing these 4 steps. Step number 1, and I'm going to quickly summarize this for you. Step number 1, project or property. Step number 2, person or persona. Step number 3, pain points. Write down the customer's pain points. And step number 4, position your project or your property to address to those customers' pain points. आपकी प्रोजेक्ट को आप उस पेन पॉइंट को एड्रेस करने के लिए लगा दोगे तो आपकी प्रॉपर्टी यूं बिक जाएगी, बट आप जबरदस्ती प्रॉपर्टी बेचने की कोशिश करोगे तो वही चीज बेचने में 3 महीने, 6 महीने, 12 महीने लग जाएंगे, आपका बिजनेस ग्रो नहीं हो पाएगा. सो इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट 4P. एंड इसका चाहिए तो स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो, अपने डेस्क पे चिपका दो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. मैंने जानबूझ के यहां से सारे लोगोस ये वो सब नाम वाम हटा दिया है ताकि आपको ये ना लगे कि निमित अपने आप को बेच रहा है. You can take a screenshot of this and stick it wherever you wish to, because I want you to start learning and implementing most of these things to be able to grow your business. Clear? All right, awesome. So let's try and understand the problem. Let's try and address to the problem number 1 that you all reported, which is how to improve the quality of leads. All right. To improve the quality of leads, what we are going to do is we are going to learn a 4-step unique framework to improve the quality of a lead for your real estate business, right? Because one of the biggest problem that everybody has been continuously, asking for during the workshop, in the Google form, as well as on our ads, as well as on email, is how do we improve the quality? How do we improve the quality of the lead? How do we improve the quality of the lead? So let's actually go into the depth of how to improve the quality of your lead and how to be on top of the game to be able to win a race that nobody has taken before, to be able to walk on a path that is unknown to majority of the world. All right. Okay, awesome. So for anybody of you who's joined recently or have not been able to be with us since the start, couple of very quick things. One, this session is only available live. There is no recording, no rewind, no replay. So you will have to stick around with us till the end of this particular workshop between today and tomorrow. If you, for some reason, if you have to drop out, you have to remember you'll miss a major part of the workshop. So I'm going to humbly request you to be available. Secondly, this workshop is exclusively for real estate business. Everything that we talk about in this particular workshop is specifically to help real estate fraternity to grow, right? From an independent channel partner to a channel, independent realtor to a channel partner to a real estate developer to a digital marketer who wants to help real estate businesses to grow. The entire 2-day session is to focus on how do you, as a real estate marketer, implement things that can help you generate more than 7 to 10 deals every single month consistently. All right. So with that said, I'm going to continue the session. And in case you have any questions, you can go to the Q&A section in the window that you see below and put your question over there instead of putting it in the chat, so that we can answer your questions as soon as we complete a particular topic and move forward to the next one. So before we move forward to the next topic, we will answer all the questions. So please add your questions. कोई भी सेक्शन में मैं जब कुछ एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं, अगर आपकी कुछ क्वेरी है तो आप वो क्वेरी को उस Q&A सेक्शन में जाके ऐड कर दीजिए, ठीक है? ऑलराइट. And most importantly, you can take any amount of screenshots of anything that you see on your screen. If anything is useful and interesting and you find it valuable for your business, and you have something called as a bulb moment, please put bulb in the chat. For everybody who's joined lately, this is a quick brief for everything that we've already asked everybody else to do. So, you can get in sync with where we are at this point of time. All right. So how to improve the quality of lead? So here is the 4-step process to improve the quality of lead. Step number 1 is called as the BNC process. All right. Not the BMC. Like the BMC is known in Maharashtra and Mumbai to be basically the institution that helps do all the cleanups and set up roads and everything. BMC is Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation, right? That's what BMC stands for. But step number 1 to improve the quality of lead is called as BNC. Step number 2 is called as WHO analysis. Okay, WHO analysis. Step number 3 is called as Dil, and I will explain what Dil stands for. And step number 4 is called as the Reley Spray strategy. ठीक है? अब ये Reley Spray strategy क्या होता है और कैसे implement करते हैं, ये आज के सेशन के एंड में बताऊंगा, क्योंकि ये स्टेप नंबर 4 है. ठीक है? तो अगर आपको स्टेप नंबर 4 तक जानना है सारा स्टेप्स टू इंप्रूव द क्वालिटी ऑफ लीड, you will have to stick around with me till I reach step number 4 ka discussion, which is called as the Reley Spray strategy. All right. So starting with step number 1, which is more known as the cleanup drive in Mumbai, the BMC, or for that matter in Maharashtra. I come from Mumbai, by the way, is actually not BMC. It's called as BNC. And let me explain what does BNC stand for. BNC stands for Bring Niche Clarity. हिंदी में समझाता हूं. आप किस काम में हो उसको एकदम यूनिकली डिफाइन कीजिए, उसको स्पष्ट तरीके से डिफाइन कीजिए. निश का मतलब होता है छोटा, मतलब कि 1000 चीज नहीं, अगर आप एक चीज करते तो वो एक चीज क्या होती, इसकी क्लैरिटी लाना बहुत जरूरी है अगर आपको क्वालिटी ऑफ लीड इंप्रूव करनी है तो. इफ यू वांट टू इंप्रूव द क्वालिटी ऑफ लीड्स, you have to focus on the BNC strategy, bring niche clarity. Let me explain this. Zahuru Hassan is saying, for me, every information is a bulb moment. All right, Zahuru, I'm glad. Okay. How to improve the quality of leads? So here is a very quick explanation of what does a niche mean. ठीक है? तो आप में से बहुत सारे लोग होंगे जो इनमें से अलग-अलग चीज कर रहे होंगे रियल एस्टेट में. Now I want you to tell me this in the chat. Okay. So how many of you guys are into residential and commercial? Put R and C. You're into residential and commercial both. Put R and C. No, both मत लिखो, R and C लिखो. R and C. ठीक है. Awesome. Now, how many of you guys are only into residential? Please put only residential. Put only residential. अगर आप सिर्फ residential काम करते हो, कोई भी नहीं लिख रहा. अच्छा लिख रहे हैं. मुझे लगा कोई लिख रहा ही नहीं. सब RNC लिख रहे हैं. ओके, ओनली रेसिडेंशियल, ओनली रेसिडेंशियल, ओनली रेसिडेंशियल. अब आप में से कितने लोग हैं जो रेसिडेंशियल में सिर्फ प्राइमरी होम्स करते हैं? व्हाट डू आई मीन बाय प्राइमरी होम्स? पीपल हु आर बाइंग अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन प्रोजेक्ट्स और न्यू प्रोजेक्ट्स. मतलब आप सिर्फ न्यू या अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन प्रोजेक्ट बेचते हो. देन प्लीज पुट रेसिडेंशियल RNP. आप सिर्फ रेसिडेंशियल में प्राइमरी प्रोजेक्ट करते हो. RNP. ओके. आप में से कितने लोग सेकेंडरी रेसिडेंशियल बेचते हैं? यानी कि resale of flats or rental flats, then you can put RNS डालो, RNS, right? RNS, residential and secondary, which means आप resale ही करते हो. By the way, when you say RNS, आप प्राइमरी नहीं करते हो या कमर्शियल नहीं करते हो, आप सिर्फ रीसेल करते हो. If you're only into resale, then put RNS. R and P and S. Okay, fair enough. And if you're only into commercial, please put only commercial. अगर आप सिर्फ कमर्शियल करते हो तो प्लीज पुट ओनली कमर्शियल. Resale of plots and कोठीज only commercial. What about only open plots? Okay, only open plots. That's a part of residential primary, right? How many of you guys are only into commercial? Please put only commercial. अच्छा, और आप में से कितने लोग सब कुछ करते हैं? Please put all. I want to know how many of you guys are into all. अब आएगा मजा. अब रियली में आएगा मजा. अब देखो क्या होता है. So here is how the world operates, guys. And I want you to listen to this part very carefully. ठीक है? ये दुनिया में दो तरीके के लोग होते हैं. एक होते हैं जनरलिस्ट, एक होते हैं स्पेशलिस्ट. यानी कि अगर मुझे सर्दी जुकाम हो जाए तो मैं जाता हूँ एक MBBS डॉक्टर के पास जो मुझे सर्दी जुकाम की दवाई दे देता है. People who give me medicines for cough and cold, and I pay them 250 rupees an hour or whatever. 250 rupees a consultation, right? और एक होता है स्पेशलिस्ट. मेरे को हार्ट की प्रॉब्लम हो गई, I will go to a cardio specialist. मेरे को बाल की प्रॉब्लम हो गई, I will go to a dermatologist. Okay, मेरे को स्किन की प्रॉब्लम हो गया, I'll go to a dermatologist. मेरे को anybody, I want to lose weight, I will go to a dietitian specialist. A specialist charges 2,000 rupees per consultation. I have mental problems, I will go to a psychologist. Very, very, very specialist job. There are two types of people in this world, generalist and specialist. एक MBBS डॉक्टर जो हर किसी बीमारी का सॉल्यूशन देता है, ठीक है? So he is called as a generalist, but उसको मिलता है सिर्फ 250 rupees per consultation. और एक होता है स्पेशलिस्ट जो सिर्फ एक ही स्पेसिफिक चीज को ध्यान देता है. या तो डेंटिस्ट होता है, या तो कार्डियो स्पेशलिस्ट होता है, हार्ट सर्जन होता है, ऑर्थोपेडिक सर्जन होता है. दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज स्पेशलिस्ट, राइट? दे चार्ज 2,000 rupees per consultation. अब मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूं, अगर आप डॉक्टर होते, वुड यू लाइक टू बी अ जनरलिस्ट or would you like to be a specialist? If you like to be a generalist, put GN. If you like to be a specialist, put SP. सबको स्पेशलिस्ट बनना है लेकिन सब जनरलिस्ट हो. सबको स्पेशलिस्ट बनना है लेकिन सब जनरलिस्ट हो. When I ask the question that how many of you guys are doing all on this particular slide, everybody who wrote all are generalists. If you want to be a specialist, you have to go specific. आपको एक ही चीज करनी है, एक सिर्फ ये, मतलब ये, इसमें से सिर्फ ये भी नहीं, इसको स्पेशलिस्ट बोलते हैं. अगर आपको स्पेशलिस्ट बनना है ये, इसमें से ये, और इसमें से सिर्फ अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन, इसको एक स्पेशलिस्ट बोलते हैं. सर, द पॉइंट आई एम ट्राइंग टू मेक इज, if you want to make a premium amount of money, a lot of money, you have to learn to be a specialist. अच्छा, tell me one thing. There are thousands of things online जहां पे आप कुछ ना कुछ सीख सकते हो अपना बिजनेस ग्रो करने के लिए. Why did you sign up for this workshop? Because this workshop was specially focusing on real estate. अब marketing as a concept could be used for everything. But why did we choose real estate as a category? Because we wanted to be a specialist in real estate marketing. I never teach or share anything that I do not implement in my business. What I am trying to tell you is, if you want to become somebody who's going to be able to charge a premium in your category, you have to become a specialist and stop being a generalist. हाँ, हम तो सब करते हैं, हम प्लॉट भी करते हैं, हम कमर्शियल भी करते हैं, हम रियल एस्टेट, हम अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन भी करते हैं, हम रेडी टू मूव भी करते हैं, हम रीसेल भी करते हैं, जो कस्टमर आ जाए हम कर लेते हैं. This is what is killing your business, my friend. This is not growing your business. This is killing your business. How many of you guys agree to what I'm saying? And how many of you guys disagree to what I'm saying? This part of our conversation is very, 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 very critical. It's very critical. All right. You are purely killing your own business by becoming a generalist. And I will even prove it in the next few minutes. For all those people, there are about 1 to 2% of people who are disagreeing to what I'm asking here. And I will prove it to all of you, my friends. क्योंकि मैं आपके साइड पे हूं, मैं आपके सामने नहीं खड़ा हूं, मैं आपकी साइड पे खड़ा हूं. आप समझिए ये बात को, ठीक है? I'll give you an example. So for example, generalist होता है, I am into buying, selling, resell and rental of residential and commercial. Specialist होता है, I am into resell house. I'm a resell house specialist. I help people do their resale transactions faster. I'm an under construction specialist. I help customers choose the right under construction home in whatever micro market you're in, whatever specific geographical location you are in. Now, here is an example of your own industry of a company that has become a 3,000 crore company by becoming a specialist. And I want you guys to listen to this particular example very carefully. I'm sure you've heard of Square Yards, right? Imagine this. When Square Yards started the company, okay, within the first 1 year, they focused on residential, उसके अंदर प्राइमरी के अंदर अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन, और अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन के अंदर 2 तरीके के लोग को बेच सकते थे वो अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन, एनआरआई को और डोमेस्टिक को. ठीक है, दे कुड सेल अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन प्रोजेक्ट्स टू एनआरआई एंड डोमेस्टिक मार्केट, राइट? They chose to focus only on selling under construction projects to NRI. For the first entire year, they did 500 crores in sales by selling under construction projects to NRI. कितना स्पेसिफिक है ये? अगर एक स्क्वायर यार्ड जैसी कंपनी 500 करोड़ का धंधा कर सकती है इतना स्पेसिफिक मार्केट चुन के, तो आप क्यों सब कुछ कर रहे हो? This is the whole reason why you're screwing your business. You are actually killing your business. The moment you say everything, I'll tell you the problem. दुनिया भर के प्रॉब्लम आपके पास आ जाएंगे. एक, लीजिंग के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स अलग होते हैं, कमर्शियल के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स अलग होते हैं, रीसेल के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स अलग होते हैं. ये हर चीज आपको सीखनी पड़ेगी. अगर आप रीसेल करते हो, सिर्फ रीसेल करो, क्योंकि एक रीसेल करोगे थोड़ा सीखोगे, दूसरा रीसेल करोगे थोड़ा सीखोगे, 5वां करोगे थोड़ा और सीखोगे, 10वां करोगे थोड़ा और सीखोगे, 25वां जब रीसेल ट्रांजैक्शन करोगे ना, आप नींद में भी रीसेल कर सकते हो. विच मीन्स इफ यू वांट टू ट्रेन योर टीम एंड ग्रो योर रीसेल बिजनेस इनटू अ 100x growth, into a 100x size of your business, you can easily do that by focusing on one niche. But the problem is you are confused कि मैं पूरी थाली के चक्कर में ये एक लड्डू पे फोकस ना करूं. तो आपकी कंफ्यूजन ये है कि मैं ये पूरी थाली कैसे छोड़ सकता हूं? पूरी थाली चाहिए मुझे. I don't want to take just this one laddu. I want the whole meal. In the whole meal, what you're missing out on is being able to grow your business, because every time you sell everything, the customer will remember you for nothing. But when you sell one thing, customer will remember you for everything. And this is very, very critical for you to understand in your business. Oh, wow. We have somebody who's a VP Square Yards, Delhi NCR. I honestly want to ask all of you guys, if you agree, for all of those people who disagreed, if you now agree to what I'm saying. Becoming a specialist is the most critical thing to decide. Now you will be thinking, यार निमित इसका quality of lead से क्या लेना देना? रुक जाओ. If you've trusted me till this point, trust me till the end, and I will guarantee that I will match all the dots and help you understand कि ये आपके overall business के लिए क्यों जरूरी है. Clear? Everybody? Is everybody absolutely clear till this point? Give me 100% yes or a 0% no. Awesome. That brings us to our first point, and we've got some more examples for you. So I'll quickly continue there. Let's assume for a minute, if you're a specialist in selling commercial and leasing properties, right? You can actually create a statement below your visiting card saying, I help companies and corporates save time and money in finding their right office. कितना easy है लोगों को याद रखना आपके लिए अगर आप सिर्फ commercial offices करते हो. The problem is, and I'll tell you the truth. How many of you guys want to hear the truth? आप में से कितने लोग को सच सुनना है? Truth. Put truth in the chat. अगर आपको सच में सुनना है कि ये आप क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो, why you are still a generalist and not a specialist? Do you want to listen to the truth? सच सुनना है आपको? Okay. So ये सच है, ठीक है? सच ये है कि आपको कॉन्फिडेंस ही नहीं है कि आप वो एक स्पेशलिस्ट कैटेगरी को 100x कैसे लेके जा सकते हो. इसलिए आप बोलते हो कि मुझे कमर्शियल भी करना है, रेसिडेंशियल भी करना है, रीसेल भी करना है, अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन भी करना है, प्लॉट भी करना है, फलाना भी करना है, डिकना भी करना है, क्योंकि आपको एक कैटेगरी की पूरी कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है. आपको पता सब कुछ है बट कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है. और क्योंकि कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है कोई भी एक कैटेगरी पे, आप यू आर नॉट रेडी टू टेक द रिस्क to go all in that one category and become a specialist. But here is the problem, my friend. The moment you do everything, your customer will remember you for nothing. मतलब 2 मिनट के लिए सोच लो, if I would have started the session and this is the test, this is a proof of the theory I'm explaining you, ठीक है? अगर मैंने start of the session बोला होता, hi guys, I'm Nimit, I am a digital marketing specialist, I do SEO, I do SEM, SMO, digital marketing, falana, dimkana, advertising, YouTube ads, Google ads, Facebook ads, ये वो. अब आपको याद रहता क्या कि मेरी स्पेशलाइजेशन क्या है? पर मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में क्या बताया? That I am a Facebook certified blueprint network trainer, lead trainer, and I have been invited multiple times at the Facebook office to train people. Now आप 2 मिनट के लिए सोच लेते कि आप इस मोमेंट से ये वर्कशॉप से चले जाते हो. What will you remember निमित for? यार निमित वही बंदा ना जो फेसबुक एड्स का स्पेशलिस्ट है या रियल एस्टेट सिखाता है. Either of the two, right? The point I'm trying to make is it is much easier for the human brain to remember one thing, क्योंकि हमारे पास इतनी इंफॉर्मेशन लोडेड है यहाँ पे कि हमें याद ही नहीं रहता जब कोई बहुत सारी चीज एक साथ बोल देता है. इसीलिए becoming a specialist has become even more important and critical today. Is this absolutely clear now? ये बहुत 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 क्रिटिकल पार्ट है ये वर्कशॉप का. Is it absolutely clear now? Give me clear, 100% clear in the chat. मैं स्लो इसलिए जा रहा हूं क्योंकि मुझे चाहिए कि हर इंसान, हर बंदा, हर पार्टिसिपेंट इस वर्कशॉप के अंदर इस बात को समझ सके कि स्पेशलाइजेशन इज द फ्यूचर. बिना स्पेशलाइजेशन के यू कैन नॉट ग्रो योर बिजनेस. Okay, here is an example of a a company who is focused only on commercial real estate. I'm sure you must have heard of JLL. अगर आप उसकी वेबसाइट पे जाओगे ना, रेसिडेंशियल कैटेगरी का जिक्र भी नहीं है कहीं पे। प्रॉपर्टी टाइप्स में देखोगे तो देयर आर ओनली 3 टाइप्स ऑफ प्रॉपर्टीज दे आर सेलिंग, ऑफिस, कोवर्किंग एंड डेटा सेंटर, लीज एंड बाय। बैकग्राउंड में इमेजेस देखोगे तो सिर्फ कमर्शियल प्रॉपर्टीज की इमेजेस है। व्हाट एम आई ट्राइंग टू टेल यू, अगर आप खुद की वेबसाइट जाके देखो, आप सब कुछ, आप सारी इमेजेस दिखाते हो, रेसिडेंशियल भी कमर्शियल भी, या तो रेसिडेंशियल में रीसेल भी, अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन भी। एंड दिस इज वन लिटिल थिंग, इफ यू चेंज, 2 मिनट के लिए सोच लो कि अगर आप यहां से आगे कुछ नहीं सीखते हो, अगर आपने सिर्फ ये एक चीज चेंज कर दी अपने बिजनेस में, यू विल इमीडिएटली बी एबल टू ग्रो योर बिजनेस। ऑलराइट, okay, here is another example of a random company that I did Google on, something called as Kapoor Infra. उसकी वेबसाइट पे क्लियरली कमर्शियल और लग्जरी रेसिडेंसीज के लिस्टिंग लगे हुए हैं। Kapoor Infra sells 50% of commercial makes 50% of revenue from commercial brokerage services. Now the point I'm trying to make is this: as a realtor, if you start becoming niche focused, you will become the king of that category. So that brings us to the second point of how do you improve your quality of lead, something called as the WHO analysis. अब WHO का मतलब यहाँ पे ये नहीं है वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, नो, what I mean is define your ideal customer's persona. What does it mean? Who? WHO means who is your customer. In the step number 2, you have to start defining who your customer is, and I'll break it down further for you. Okay, so there are 3 steps in who in the WHO analysis. The step number 1 of the WHO analysis is define the who your customer is. So define your customer's profile and things they do in their day-to-day life. The second thing in your WHO analysis is a what. What are you selling to them and how is it addressing to the customer's needs? What are you selling to them and how is it addressing the customer's needs? And the third thing is where is your customer spending the maximum time and how can you capture their attention? So the WHO analysis stands for 3 things: who, what, and where. Who your customer is, what you are selling to that particular customer, and how it is addressing to the different needs. And 3, where is your customer spending the maximum amount of its time and how can you capture his attention? So let's jump into or dive into this particular WHO analysis. So what I've done over here is I've defined a who for a imaginary property. ठीक है, एक imaginary property लेके मैंने WHO analysis का who define किया हुआ है. ठीक है, तो for example, because I have taken an imaginary property to be a premium property that I would be wanting to sell to a high ticket customer. How many of you guys over here are into selling high ticket real estate properties? Please put high ticket in the chat. आप में से कितने लोग यहाँ पे हाई टिकट वैल्यू की प्रॉपर्टी बेचते हो? हाई टिकट, प्लीज पुट हाई टिकट इन द चैट. Please put high ticket in the chat. So this particular persona or the who is for a high ticket property. Okay. So somebody who's a management professional, more of a CXO level person, lives in a joint family. Average income is more than 3 lakh rupees per month of the entire family put together. Spends time at clubs with friends once in a month. Is very passionate about high-end sports cars or high-end luxury vehicles. Is an avid international traveler, and he is somebody who uses latest tech gadgets. So this is my customer's persona. अब मैं आपको बोल रहा हूं, आप प्लीज ये स्क्रीनशॉट इसी वक्त खींचिए. आई वांट यू टू क्लिक दिस स्क्रीनशॉट राइट नाउ, एंड राइट साइड पे जो ब्लैंक स्पेस दिख रही है ना, वहां पे आपके कस्टमर का हु डिफाइन कीजिए. Whatever project you're marketing, I want you to take a screenshot. Once you've taken a screenshot, I want you to put SS in the chat. Please put SS in the chat. Take a screenshot of this, and on the right side, the blank space that you see, right? आप वहां पे आप इसको print कीजिए if you can, and write down who your customer is for whatever project you are marketing to them. Right? ये आपके लिए छोटी सी एक्सरसाइज है. जैसे लेफ्ट में मैंने who डिफाइन किया हुआ है मेरे हाई टिकट कस्टमर का, वैसे आपके हाई टिकट कस्टमर का हु डिफाइन कीजिए राइट साइड. कि वो करता क्या है, वो कौन है, उसकी आइडेंटिटी क्या है, उसकी प्रोफाइल क्या है, उसकी फैमिली साइज कितनी है, उसकी हैबिट्स क्या है, वो कहाँ घूमता है, किस तरह की चीजें खरीदता है. प्लीज राइट डाउन एज मच एज, ये तो बहुत ही ब्रीफ लिखा हुआ है मैंने, यू कैन राइट डाउन एज डिटेल्ड एज यू कैन अबाउट द हु ऑफ योर कस्टमर, who your customer is. Okay, हाँ, write it down. You can print this and you can write it down. ठीक है. Now I'm going to help you understand what. ठीक है. What are the different customer needs that you can address to of this particular customer. So for example, things like अगर एक बंदा प्रोफेशनल है, CXO लेवल का है, सीनियर पोजीशन पे है, somebody who wants to stay fit, somebody who is visiting BMW websites और BMW जैसी गाड़ियों को चेक कर रहा है ऑनलाइन जाके, या कोई प्राइवेट फेसबुक ग्रुप, हाई एंड फेसबुक ग्रुप का पार्ट है, या फिर कोई हाई एंड कार के शोरूम्स देख रहा है, या फिर रेगुलरली दुबई या लंदन या कोई इंटरनेशनल लोकेशन पे ट्रैवल कर रहा है, या somebody who uses Apple Watch or smart watches, premium smart watches. These are the different customer needs that you can address to if you've written down the who correctly. ये customer ये अलग अलग चीजें कर रहा है. These are different types of customer needs. The what that you can address to. What is he doing in his day-to-day life? And how can you fill into the needs of this particular customer? So what is this customer doing in his day-to-day life? He's somebody who's interested in fitness. He's somebody who's visiting, luxury car websites. He's somebody who's joined some kind of yacht clubs or some kind of, premium clubs on Facebook groups. He's somebody who's visiting high-end car showrooms. He's somebody who regularly travels to international locations like Dubai, London, so on and so forth. He's somebody who uses premium smart watches or Apple Watch or something of that sort. So once you define the who your customer is, you have to write down what is he doing in his day-to-day life and how can you address to his needs. Now comes the where. Where is this customer spending maximum amount of his time? So here is a little bit of data point for you so that you can understand where is this customer spending maximum amount of his time. Okay? He is spending 2 hours, 25 minutes on social media. In fact, most of these people are spending 38 minutes per day on Facebook and 28 minutes per day on Instagram. Over 50% of people are using a mobile phone to access Facebook and Instagram. Now, once you've understood these things, right? Once you've understood where this customer is, अब मैं आपको एक सिंपल क्वेश्चन पूछता हूं. अगर आपको पता है कि आपका कस्टमर साउथ दिल्ली में रहता है, तो आप साउथ दिल्ली में जाके मार्केटिंग करोगे या फिर आप नोएडा में जाके मार्केटिंग करोगे? ऑब्वियसली साउथ दिल्ली में जाके मार्केटिंग करोगे, राइट? अगर आपको पता है कि आपका कस्टमर प्रीमियम रेस्टोरेंट्स में जाके खाना खाता है, ठीक है, प्रीमियम रेस्टोरेंट्स में जाके खाना खाता है, तो आप वो प्रीमियम रेस्टोरेंट्स के आसपास अपनी मार्केटिंग करोगे, ताकि मतलब बेसिकली इफ यू मस्ट हैव सीन मोस्ट ऑफ द रियल एस्टेट डेवलपर्स विल पुट अ होर्डिंग नियर प्रीमियम रेस्टोरेंट्स और प्रीमियम हाईवेज वेयर हाई एंड कार्स रन, so that they can get the attention of where the customer is. Remember one thing, you will never be able to sell your properties to a customer if you do not grab his attention where he already is. In a similar way, if your customer, who is a high ticket customer, is spending 2 hours, 25 minutes daily on social media, using 38 minutes of Facebook, 28 minutes of Instagram, you will miss out to reach him if you do not start using Facebook and Instagram as mediums to reach out to this customer. Is that clear? Is that clear? Everybody, is that clear? Give me yes, no. Is that clear till this point? So what does the WHO analysis stand for? The WHO analysis stands for who your customer is, what is he doing in his day-to-day life, and where is he spending the maximum amount of his time so that you can capture his attention in that particular location instead of waiting for him to come somewhere else. लेकिन आप क्या कर रहे हो? And 2 minutes के लिए मैं pause करना चाहता हूं. I won't go to the next slide. I want to pause for a couple of seconds and I want to actually ask you, What are you doing? And how many of you are doing these things? All right. So question number 1, how many of you are still doing cold calls? Please put cold in the chat. Cold call पूरा लिखना है. Cold call लिख दो, cold लिख दो. I'm okay. How many of you guys are still doing cold calls? For all of you who are into high ticket sales, you know that people hate, especially high ticket customers hate cold calls. तो अगर आप कोल्ड कॉल्स कर रहे हो तो आप बहुत बड़ा रिस्क ले रहे हो अपने बिजनेस को नहीं ग्रो करने का, राइट? सेकंड क्वेश्चन, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर स्टिल डिपेंडेंट ओनली ऑन रेफरेंसेस? आई वांट यू टू पुट REF इन द चैट. आपका बिजनेस आज भी 80% रेफरेंसेस से आता है. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर डिपेंडेंट अपॉन रेफरेंसेस? प्लीज पुट REF. रेफरेंसेस, REF. आपका 80% रेवेन्यू आज भी सिर्फ और सिर्फ रेफरेंसेस से आता है. प्लीज पुट REF इन द चैट. और आप में से कितने ऐसे लोग हैं जो डेटाबेस के ऊपर SMS मार्केटिंग करवाते हैं? प्लीज पुट डेटा, DATA, डेटा इन द चैट. अभी भी कहीं से डेटाबेस खरीद के उसके ऊपर SMS मार्केटिंग करवाते हो, व्हाट्सएप मार्केटिंग करवाते हो, किसी ने कुछ ईमेल मार्केटिंग सिखा दिया, ईमेल मार्केटिंग करवाते हो, बट आपको उसमें से कुछ नहीं मिलता. प्लीज पुट डेटा इन द चैट. Okay, and the last question, how many of you guys are only reliant on portals for leads? I am saying only, hear me very carefully. You are only reliant on portals. Please put only portal in the chat. How many of you guys are reliant on property portals? Only reliant on property portals for leads. Please put only portals in the chat. Only portal. And portal includes Just Dial also, by the way. Not just 99 acres and Magic Bricks, it includes Just Dial also. Here is the bad news, my friends. आपका जो कस्टमर है ना, वो ना पोर्टल पे बैठा है, वो ना किसी रेफरल से बात कर रहा है, वो ना आपकी कोल्ड कॉल के लिए वेट कर रहा है. वो एक्चुअली खुद की मर्जी से सोशल मीडिया पे 2 से 2.5 घंटा हर रोज स्पेंड कर रहा है. अब मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूँ. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू गाइज वांट टू ग्रो योर बिजनेस विदाउट मेकिंग अ सिंगल कोल्ड कॉल, और without waiting for your next referral, or how many of you want to grow your business without doing any sort of database marketing? How many of you guys want to do this? Louder please. अरे थोड़ा तो कभी कभी लो जाने दो, ध्यान से सुन लो. Increase your volume. I'm going to ask this question once again. ठीक है? How many of you guys want to grow your business without a single cold call, without a single referral, or without any kind of database marketing? You will have to listen to me right till the end of this particular session. अगर आपको ये किसी भी चीज को किए बिना अपने बिजनेस को ग्रो करना है, you will have to stay with me till the end of this session, because I promise you that you will be able to learn how to do 7 to 10 deals without a single cold call, a single referral, or a single email or WhatsApp marketing activity, or even waiting for the property portals to give you leads. And I will prove it to you with data driven details. कोई हवाई बातें नहीं करेंगे, प्योरली प्रैक्टिकल बातें करेंगे. ठीक है? Awesome. All right. So that brings us to our next point of how to improve the quality of leads. So point number 1 was BNC, which is called as bring your niche. Understand your niche or your specialization. Point number 2 was WHO analysis. आपने एक बार अपने ही स्पेशलाइजेशन समझ ली. अगर मैं हार्ट सर्जन हूं तो ऑब्वियसली मैं हार्ट पेशेंट को ही ट्रीट कर सकता हूं, बट हार्ट पेशेंट की प्रोफाइल कैसी होनी चाहिए? दैट इज व्हाट WHO एनालिसिस टॉक्स अबाउट. Who, what and where. अब आते हैं तीसरे पॉइंट पे, दर्द ए दिल. ये बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट है, दर्द ए दिल. स्टेप नंबर 3 विच इज कॉल्ड एज दर्द ए दिल. आपने ये सीन तो देखा ही होगा, कल में शाहरुख खान को बड़ा दर्द फील हुआ था जब ये मोमेंट में, यू नो, आई एम श्योर अ लॉट ऑफ यू गाइस रिमेंबर दिस पर्टिकुलर सीन, राइट? बट वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट शाहरुख खान ओवर हियर. वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट राइटिंग डाउन your customers' challenges and pain points, things that make your customers cry. Listen to me very, 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 very carefully. Write down the challenges and pain points that make your customer cry. क्योंकि जब आप उनको जब आप उसको उस दर्द की दवाई दोगे ना, वो तुरंत खरीद लेगा. आपको बेचना नहीं पड़ेगा। आर यू इन अग्रीमेंट विद व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? बट आपको वो दर्द को समझना तो पड़ेगा ना दोस्त, और उसको लिखना भी पड़ेगा, और फिर उस दर्द की दवाई बनानी पड़ेगी। अभी उल्टा चल रहा है, हम प्रॉपर्टी डिसाइड कर लेते हैं और हम मार्केटिंग करना शुरू कर देते हैं, हमको फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता कि उसका दर्द क्या है। मैं वैसा डॉक्टर हूं जहां पे मैं देखता ही नहीं हूं कि तुझे सर का दर्द है या पेट का दर्द है, तू आया है मतलब मैं तेरे को ये प्रॉपर्टी बेच के दे दूंगा, खत्म बात। अब तुझे खरीदना है तो खरीद, नहीं खरीदना है मत खरीद। दिस इज वेयर लाइफ इज बिकमिंग टेरिबली डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू। चिराग टंडन इज सेइंग बल्ब मोमेंट। Remember this, you need to write down the challenges and pain points of your customer, not how much money does he have in his bank account. आप में से बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जिन्होंने एक्चुअली में ये गूगल फॉर्म पे लिख के भेजा है, निमित आई वांट टू लर्न हाउ टू टारगेट पीपल हु अर्न मोर देन 5 लाख रुपीस अ मंथ। निमित आई वांट टू टारगेट पीपल हु आर लिविंग इन पेंट हाउसेस। निमित आई वांट टू टारगेट पीपल हु हैव मोर देन 50 lakh rupees worth of FDs. Nimit, I want to target people who have kids living in abroad. क्या कोई भी कस्टमर फेसबुक को, इंस्टाग्राम को, यूट्यूब को, गूगल को ये डिटेल्स देता है? आप कभी दोगे कि आपके बच्चे कहां पढ़ते हैं, कि आपके बैंक में कितना एफडी है, कि आपके पास कितनी, आपकी हर महीने की कितनी इनकम है? अगर आप नहीं दोगे तो आपका कस्टमर कहां से देगा ये डिटेल्स? और अगर आपका कस्टमर नहीं देगा ये डिटेल्स तो हाउ विल यू टारगेट दीज पीपल यूजिंग दीज क्राइटेरियाज? पॉसिबल ही नहीं है। बट क्या पॉसिबल है ये समझो। इट इज पॉसिबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द पेन पॉइंट्स दैट मेक योर कस्टमर क्राई एंड क्रिएट सॉल्यूशंस फॉर दोस पेन पॉइंट्स। You cannot target people basis their bank account balance, but you can target people basis the kind of pain points they are going through. If I am having massive amount of trouble traveling to my office every day, you will easily be able to target me by addressing to my pain point. But if you're trying to target somebody who owns a BMW car and has a X amount of money in the bank, you will never be able to target them. क्योंकि कोई बताता नहीं है फेसबुक के कि मेरी BMW गाड़ी, मेरे पास BMW की गाड़ी है। कोई बताता है क्या? तुमने फेसबुक प्रोफाइल पे जाके लिखा है I have a BMW car or I have a Maruti Ciaz or I have a Hyundai Santro or anything of that sort? No customer, nobody declares कि उसके पास क्या है on social media. So you will never be able to target people basis that. Yeah, of course, I will elaborate with examples. Of course. So how focusing on challenges and pain points helps? Let's try and understand that, right? As customers, we buy products that solve our, and this is something that will, this is like a formula. ठीक है, ये formula को समझ लोगे तो आपको सब कुछ आ जाएगा, सारे गामा पा पूरा बनाना आ जाएगा। आपको कोई गाना सीखने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप खुद से गाना बना सकते हो। ठीक है, we buy products that solve our problems or pain points and satisfy our needs and desires. दो चीजें जरूरी है कोई भी प्रोडक्ट खरीदने के टाइम पे। Whenever you've bought anything in your life, it has to address to two things in your life. One, it has to solve your problem or your pain point, and it has to satisfy your need and desire. बहुत बार होता है कि हम नीड और डिजायर के लिए खरीदते हैं कोई चीज, और बहुत बार होता है हम सिर्फ पेन पॉइंट को सॉल्व करने के लिए खरीदते हैं। ये दो चीजों की वजह से लोग प्रोडक्ट्स खरीदते हैं इस दुनिया में, प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस जो भी। ठीक है, नाउ माय क्वेश्चन टू यू इज दिस, reverse this particular formula and ask yourself this question: what problem or pain point is your product solving for your customer? आपका प्रोडक्ट कस्टमर के किस प्रॉब्लम या पेन पॉइंट को एड्रेस कर रहा है? लिख लो। या फिर आपका प्रोडक्ट कस्टमर की किस नीड और डिजायर को एड्रेस कर रहा है? फॉर दोज पीपल हु यूज एप्पल फोन्स, फॉर दोज पीपल हु यूज एप्पल वॉच, for those people who use premium products, उनकी क्या नीड होती है, उनकी क्या डिजायर होती है कि मुझे यूनिक लगना है, मुझे अलग लगना है दुनिया से, इसलिए मैं एप्पल खरीदता हूं। एप्पल इसलिए नहीं खरीदता हूं क्योंकि मेरे पास पैसे तो बहुत लोग के पास है जो एप्पल नहीं खरीदते। वो उसमें से कुछ लोग सैमसंग खरीदते हैं, उसमें से कुछ लोग वन प्लस खरीदते हैं, उसमें से कुछ लोग कुछ और खरीदते हैं, लेकिन बहुत चुनिंदा लोग हैं, बहुत कम लोग हैं जो एप्पल खरीदते हैं, एप्पल वॉच खरीदते हैं। वो क्यों खरीदते हैं? बिकॉज इट satisfies their desire of being unique amongst a crowd. So what I'm trying to tell you over here is we buy products that solve our problems and pain points, or that satisfy our needs and desires. ये दो में से कोई भी एक चीज के वजह से ही हम कभी भी जिंदगी में कोई भी प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस खरीदते हैं। अगर ये दोनों में से कोई भी एक चीज मिसिंग, दोनों भी मिसिंग है तो कभी नहीं खरीदेंगे, चाहे कितना भी सेल्समैन बेच क्यों ना ले अपने को। हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू गाइस अग्री टू व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू गाइस अग्री टू व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? Correct? Let's go through a few examples. Okay. Let's assume for a minute you need a perfect camera to capture great moments of life wherever and wherever you are, right? Something that is easy to carry, something that is very lightweight, but something that can capture that perfect moment of your life. What will you buy? You will typically buy a premium smartphone with a high-end camera. So the moment you understand the customer's need, you know what product to sell to them. मुझे आपको ये आदत बिठानी है. I want to give you this habit of thinking problem solution. Sorry. कस्टमर का कौन सा पेन पॉइंट है जिसको आप अपने प्रोडक्ट से सॉल्व कर सकते हो? If the need is to have a perfect camera to capture great moments of life whenever and wherever, then the solution to it is a premium smartphone with a high-end camera. How many of you guys have seen hoardings जहां पे नीचे लिखा होता है shot on an iPhone? Have you seen it? Please put shot in the chat. Have you seen this? बड़े बड़े hoardings लगे होते हैं shot on an iPhone. बड़े होर्डिंग लगे हुए हैं एप्पल के जहां पे एक बड़ी सी पिक्चर लगी हुई है और नीचे लिखा हुआ है शॉट ऑन एन आईफोन. व्हाट आर दे ट्राइंग टू सेल? कि अगर आपको बढ़िया पिक्चर्स खींचनी है, अगर आपको बहुत ही हाई डेफिनेशन पिक्चर्स खींचनी है तो आप आईफोन यूज करो. अब उनको क्या हो गया है जो वीवो और ओप्पो को नहीं समझ में आ रहा है? वीवो और ओप्पो तो मार्केट कर रहे हैं 6 GB रैम, 12 GB रैम, 32 GB रैम, 64 GB रैम, पता नहीं क्या कितनी रैम लगा के रख दी है, फिर भी लोग नहीं खरीद रहे हैं. और आईफोन बोल रहा है शॉर्ट ऑन आईफोन और पब्लिक क्यू में खड़ी हुई है खरीदने के लिए. Are you able to understand what I'm trying to say? Can you understand what I'm trying to say? Is this clear? Give me clear in the chat if you can understand what I'm saying. मैं ये सब डिस्कशन आपके साथ इसलिए कर रहा हूं क्योंकि एज रियल एस्टेट प्रोफेशनल्स, राइट, हम सिर्फ बेचने में बहुत बिजी हो जाते हैं. हम सोचना बंद कर देते हैं कि लोगों को क्या पसंद है, मार्केटिंग किस तरह से होती है. Somebody saying bulb on. Vasanta Mackay is saying bulb on. Rushabh is saying bulb on. The point I'm trying to make over here, and I want you guys to come to this point, come to this understanding, is that it's very critical for you to understand your customer's pain point and then design the product or market a product that solves that pain point instead of do it the other way around. And I'm going to come to a property, a real estate example over here. ठीक है? Let's say the customer's need. 2 मिनट के लिए समझ लेते हैं ये मैं हूं, ठीक है? Because मैंने actually अपने बारे में लिखा हुआ है. Customers' needs and challenges and the pain point is that I need a bigger home because my family is growing. 7 साल पहले I used to live alone with my parents, which means we were 3. 7 साल पहले मेरी शादी हो गई, so which means we became 4. And 3.5 साल पहले I got a beautiful daughter, which means we became 5. अब मेरी फैमिली बढ़ रही है, मतलब कि मेरी जरूरत बढ़ रही है of having a bigger house. Correct? So here is what I did. I just defined my own example over here on the screen to help you understand how to do pain point and solution approach. Let's say my need is a bigger home due to growing family size. For example, we are a couple with our parents and kids living together, right? What do you think will I buy? I want you to answer this question for me. What do you think will I buy? What do you think will I buy? What product will I buy when my need, and I want you to try and understand this, right? Huh. So Mahesh, when you say 2 BHK, Arvind, when you say 4 BHK, when you say villa, नहीं 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 नहीं, अभी आप टेक्निकल रियल एस्टेट सोच रहे हो, आप मेरी नीड का सोल्यूशन नहीं सोच रहे हो, and I will prove it to you in a few minutes. I want you to exactly try and break this mentality of yours. जैसे ही मैंने ये प्रॉब्लम बताया, आपका सोल्यूशन है आपका प्रोडक्ट, जो एक्चुअली आपका प्रोडक्ट है ही नहीं. 3 BHK is not the product that I'm going to buy. What am I buying? What am I buying? I want you to try and understand this part. ये आपकी गेम चेंज कर देगा. A property with a garden, a secured home for my parents, a property near to a good school and hospital with amenities, a location near to a play school. I am buying a solution to my problem. I am not buying a property. Are you clear with what I'm saying? आपको समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या बोल रहा हूं? ये मूवमेंट से I want each one of you to commit that you will change your perspective of thinking. आपको बदलना, you have to change the way you think. Change, please put change in the chat, because ये जैसे ही तुरंत मैंने ये सवाल पूछा, आपका आंसर आया 2 BHK, 4 BHK बंगलो, 4.5 BHK विला, इंडिपेंडेंट रो हाउस. गलत. यही सोच बदलनी है. I am not buying a 3 BHK or a 4 BHK. I am buying a solution to my problem, which is not a property or a specs. आप मुझे स्पेसिफिकेशन बता रहे हो, मैं आपको पूछ रहा हूं मुझे क्या खरीदना है ये प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? Clear about what I'm saying? So what will I buy? I will buy a bigger house with amenities for kids, which means कि मेरे बच्चे वहां पे खेल सके, and with neighbors that are from the similar community of my parents. क्योंकि अब मेरे पेरेंट्स घर पे रहते हैं, अगर उनको कंफर्टेबल फील कराना है मुझे, मैं तो काम पे चले जाऊंगा, वो तो घर पे रहेंगे. अब अगर मेरे पेरेंट्स गुजराती है, तो I want to make sure that I am living in a Gujarati community area or a property which has more Gujaratis around it, so that my parents who are Gujaratis can feel very comfortable with other Gujarati people around them. What am I trying to tell you is the way you define your problem will automatically become the way you define the solution of your problem. And the solution of your problem is never a technical product, but the solution of your problem is the experience that the customer wants to solve that problem. And if you understand that, the way you market your product will completely change for life. Is that clear to everybody? Is that clear to everybody? Is this making sense to everybody? I want all of you guys to tell me if you're clear and if everybody is in sync till this point. The third step is to understand the customer's pain points. Write down your customer's challenges and pain points. क्योंकि वो जब लिख लोगे आप, जब आप एज अ डॉक्टर समझने लग जाओगे कि आपके कस्टमर का पेट नहीं दर्द कर रहा, उसका तो सर दर्द कर रहा है, या उसका तो मसल टेयर हो चुका है, या उसका तो कुछ स्पेसिफिकली और ही प्रॉब्लम है और वो चिल्ला किसी और चीज पे रहा है, then you will give him the right medicine. And you will only become a great doctor when you give people the right medicine. But you cannot give people the right medicine unless you do not understand their pain points. Clear? Okay. Which brings us to the fourth point and the most interesting point of the session today. which I call as the Reley Spray strategy. अब इसको Reley Spray क्यों बोलते हैं? क्या Reley Spray ने मुझे पैसा दिया है स्लाइड पे प्रोडक्ट को डालने के लिए, मार्केट करने के लिए? The answer to that is no. मैंने Reley Spray से बात भी नहीं की है, but I want you to try and understand this. हम Reley Spray कब यूज करते हैं? When we have a specific part of our body, a specific muscle of our body paining, right? तो हम उसी पॉइंट पे स्प्रे करते हैं Reley Spray को, ताकि वो पर्टिकुलर मसल ठीक हो जाए. करेक्ट? यस और नो? गिव मी यस और नो. The reason why Reley Spray became the number one product in the category, in fact, it became a category itself. ठीक है? Reley Spray आने के बाद Volini आ गया, Move आ गया, सब आ गए. By the way, Move बहुत पहले से था, लेकिन उसको समझ नहीं आई ये बात कि लोगों को वो ट्यूब अप्लाई करने से ज्यादा अगर वो पॉइंट पे स्प्रे कर दे तो उसका असर तुरंत हो सकता है, क्योंकि स्प्रे इमीडिएटली स्किन के अंदर चला जाता है, जबकि वो ट्यूब अप्लाई करते तो टाइम लगता है. द पॉइंट आई एम ट्राइंग टू मेक इज Reley Spray is the most unique approach to solve the pain point of that particular area of your body. अब मैं इसको बिजनेस टर्म्स में समझाता हूं. When you understand your customer's pain point and you specifically address to that pain point only, what you're doing in your business is applying something called as a Reley Spray strategy. ये पॉइंट क्लियर हो गया सबको? Reley Spray strategy क्या होता है? Is everybody clear about this point now? What I mean, and I want you to hear this point very, very, very carefully and understand it, because this is what will actually get your business to the next level. When you understand your customers' pain points, you can actually turn each of those pain points and start targeting them with ads that heals their pain. ध्यान से सुनना ये बात को. That heals their pain, fills their needs, and satisfy their desire. I'm going to repeat myself. The Reley Spray strategy stands for targeting them meaning your customers, targeting your customers with ads that heal their pain, fill their needs, and satisfy their desires. Selling real estate property is all about identifying your customers' pain points and creating communication that heals their pains, fill their desires, fill their needs, and satisfies their desires. Is that clear for everybody? Please take a screenshot of this, because this will become literally critical in helping you understand how to create ads that bring you high quality leads. Ads, ADS, ads. Ads, okay? I'm going to repeat myself. The Reley Spray strategy stands for targeting your customer with ads that heal their pain, fill their needs, and satisfy their desires. ये तीनों चीज बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है करना आपकी एडवर्टाइजिंग के थ्रू, क्योंकि अगर आप ये तीन में से एक भी चीज नहीं करते हो, ठीक है, तो वो कस्टमर को ट्रिगर नहीं करता है एक्शन लेने पे. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू टेक अ स्लाइड recap. I'm going to take a slight recap. Sorry, 1 second. I'm going to take a slight recap and ask you a very simple question. When you saw my ad for the first time, or for the second time, or for the third time, did it heal your pain, fill your need, and satisfy your desire? I'm going to break it down for you. Heal your pain, generate high quality leads without a single cold call, fill their need, learn how to get 7 to 10 deals every single month consistently, and satisfy your desire. Learn how to generate more than 7 to 10 lakh rupees every single month. अगर आपने लैंडिंग पेज पे सारा कंटेंट पढ़ा है, अगर आपने एड्स अच्छे से देखी है, तो ये सारा कम्युनिकेशन ये 3 पॉइंट को एड्रेस करता है. हील्स योर पेन, फिल्स योर नीड्स, एंड सैटिस्फाइज योर डिजायर. जब आप ये 3 चीज करते हो ना, कस्टमर एक्शन लेता है, विच इज व्हाट यू डिड. Somebody saying yes, you are the Reley Spray. Are you clear? Are you getting? Are you able to match the dots? Guys, मैं ना बहुत ट्रांसपेरेंट बात करता हूं क्योंकि मुझे चाहिए कि आप यहां से सीख के जाओ. मैं आपको फालतू के थियोरेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट समझा के कोई फायदा ही नहीं है. मैं बहुत ही एक प्रैक्टिकल, मतलब आई एम अ बिजनेस पर्सन, आई एम नॉट अ ट्रेनर. ठीक है, मैं वो ट्रेनर्स की तरह अपने फैंस नहीं बनाता. इसके लिए इंस्टाग्राम पे मेरे 500 फॉलोअर्स है, मेरे फेसबुक पेज पे 650 लाइक्स है. I don't care about the likes and the follows. What I care about is for you to implement these things in your business in a manner that allows you to grow. Precisely the point, right, Nitin? You clicked on the ad because it addressed to your concern. And that's exactly what I want, Mahesh Patel. I want you to understand how everything that I'm talking to you over here is actually also implemented by us to get you till this point. Or for that matter, how you can implement all of these things in your own business. आप पूरी की पूरी मेरी स्ट्रैटेजी कॉपी पेस्ट कर सकते हो. मैं आपको मेरी पूरी स्ट्रैटेजी रियल एस्टेट बिजनेस को ग्रो करने के लिए सिखा रहा हूं. And of course, if you've paid for this workshop had to be unique enough to not be able to find anything of this sort on the internet, right? आपको ये कंटेंट कहीं भी इंटरनेट पे नहीं मिल सकता. अगर आपने इसके लिए पे किया है तो इट हैज टू बी यूनिक ना. मैं आपको वही रेडीमेड चीज है जो पड़ी हुई है इंटरनेट के ऊपर फ्री में, वो लाके बता दूं इस कंटेंट के अंदर, तो फिर फायदा ही क्या हुआ आपका इस वर्कशॉप के लिए पे करने का. But what I'm wanting you guys to understand is apply the same logic to your business. Apply the same logic to your business. Try and apply the same logic to your own business. Target your customer with ads that heal your customers' pain points, fill your customers' needs, and satisfies your customers' desires. That is what is called as the, I'm stressing again on this because the Reley Spray strategy has changed my life. It has changed the life of more than 6,800 realtors. Every single month, we manage more than 1.5 crores of digital spends for various clients put together. Because we have been able to be successful at giving our customers the revenue by applying this same Reley Spray strategy that I'm talking to you over here about. All right. So let's try and understand two very important things from this point. ठीक है, ये तो समझ में आ गया निमित कि you should target your customers with ads that heal their pain points, fill their needs and satisfy their desires. पर ये तो बता दो कि मैं अभी जो कर रहा हूं उसमें गलत क्या है. अभी मेरे अप्रोच में क्या गलती है? Do you want to know what is wrong with your current approach? Please put wrong in the chat. Do you want to know what is wrong with your current approach? Please put wrong in the chat. Please put wrong in the chat. Okay, so let's try and understand what's wrong with the current approach, and what are the 3 steps to $1 million plus in commission. So here is the challenge. ठीक है, कोई भी कस्टमर की बाइंग जर्नी जो है ना, वो 3 स्टेप में डिवाइडेड होती है. टॉप फनल, मिडिल फनल एंड बॉटम फनल. टॉप फनल का मतलब होता है कि वो कस्टमर एकदम कोल्ड है, वो कभी आपसे मिला ही नहीं है. ठीक है, उसको आपके बारे में कोई जानकारी नहीं है. जब आपके बारे में वो पहली बार सुनता है, दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज द टॉप फनल. मिडिल फनल यानी कि उसने आपके साथ 1 या 2 बार इंटरेक्शन कर ली है, अब वो सोच रहा है कि आपके साथ काम करेगा लेकिन अभी तक श्योर नहीं है. दैट इज व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज द मिडिल फनल. and bottom funnel यानी कि hot, मतलब कि he has evaluated multiple options and now he is on the verge of concluding of transacting either with you or somebody else. मतलब वो डिसीजन मेकिंग मोड में आ गया है जहां पे उसको अभी डिसीजन लेना है कि वो आपके साथ बिजनेस करे या किसी और के साथ बिजनेस करे. क्लियर? एनी कस्टमर गोज थ्रू दीज 3 स्टेप्स, टॉप फनल, मिडिल फनल एंड बॉटम फनल. टॉप फनल में वो कोल्ड होता है, मिडिल फनल में वो वार्म होता है और बॉटम फनल में वो हॉट हो जाता है. ठीक है. अब प्रॉब्लम क्या है? व्हेन यू रन एड्स, you directly run ads to find the customer who is already hot. How many of you guys do this? Put hot in the chat. When you run any kind of advertising, अगर आप कभी भी जिंदगी में कोई डिजिटल एड चलाते हो तो आपकी एक्सपेक्टेशन है that you want to find that guy who is going to convert, who is looking for a decision, who is looking to take a final decision on what is supposed to be done. So you target people directly with the expectation that your ad will be shown to people who are hot. And your expectation is कि वो बंदा फोन उठाएगा और आप जो भी उसको बोलोगे वो मान जाएगा और वो आपकी प्रॉपर्टी खरीद लेगा. Am I right? If your expected outcome of that lead is a direct sale, then please put sale in the chat. Please put sale. So your expectation number 1 is कि आप एड चलाते हो, आपको चाहिए कि जो भी लीड आए वो हॉट लीड आए वरना ना आए. अगर हॉट लीड नहीं आती है तो आप इधर वो पोर्टल को या फिर जिधर से भी वो लीड आ रही है आप सोचते हो कि वो ही गलत है और आपकी एक्सपेक्टेशन होती है कि इमीडिएट आउटकम उसका होना चाहिए कि वो बंदा आए, आपकी बात सुने, आपकी प्रॉपर्टी देखे और खरीद ले. This is exactly what is wrong with your funnel. So what is wrong? You're running a lead generation campaign directly to the bottom of the funnel. You're expecting the lead to react as per the bottom of the funnel and convert into a sale. And here is the most funny part. सबसे funny part है ये. You're hoping that the customer will convert over a phone call जो आपको, जिसने आपको जिंदगी में कभी देखा नहीं है, जिसके साथ आपका कोई रैपो नहीं है, जिसके साथ आपकी कोई रिलेशनशिप नहीं है. मतलब हियर इज माय पॉइंट, राइट? एनी नॉर्मल पर्सन, मतलब आपने, इफ यू एवर परचेज्ड अ 5,000 रुपी प्रोडक्ट फ्रॉम अ मॉल, आप कम से कम 4 दुकान घूमते हो. यस और नो? गिव मी अ यस और नो इन द चैट. गिव मी अ यस और नो इन द चैट. एटलीस्ट यू गो टू 4-5 डिफरेंट शॉप्स, 10 डिफरेंट शॉप्स. And then you evaluate कि ये सही price point है कि नहीं है. Then basis the store which you trust the most or where you find the product quality be good enough or not, you decide if you want to go and transact with it. If offline में आप इतनी मेहनत करते हो तो online में जब बंदा आपको इंक्वायरी भेज रहा है, जब आपके साथ कभी जिंदगी में बात भी नहीं की है, जब आपके साथ जिंदगी में कभी बात भी नहीं की है, तो फिर कैसे आप उसको एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो कि वो कन्वर्ट करेगा? सीधा फोन उठा के कन्वर्ट कर लेगा. How do you think that will happen? This is exactly what is wrong. Step number 1, you're expecting the lead to inquire at the bottom of the funnel. Step number 2, you're expecting that lead will immediately convert into a sale or will come down and visit your property and expect to convert into a sale. And step number 3, you're hoping that a customer converts just through a phone call, जिसके साथ आपकी relationship या rapport अभी तक build ही नहीं हुई है. All right, so how many of you guys want to know the right way? What's the right way? Put right in the chat. How many of you guys want to know the right way? How many of you guys want to know the right way? Please put right in the chat. The right way to fix this funnel is not to fix the funnel, but to fix the mindset. अब सुनना ये ध्यान से और समझना इसको ताकि आपके बिजनेस में आप इसको अप्लाई कर सको. ठीक है? The right way is not to fix the mindset, but to fix the funnel. Step number 1 is to build awareness. Give valuable content to start a relationship without trying to sell anything to your potential audience. And step number 2, build trust, and then trust. Nurture the lead, build trust, and keep a high recall value to push the customer after awareness to sale. Now I'm going to ask you guys a question. How many of y'all saw my ad more than 2 times? Put 2+ in the chat. How many of y'all saw my ad more than 2 times? Please put 2+ in the chat. 5+, 4+, 3+, 4+, 5+, 5 to 6 times. Okay. How many of y'all kept seeing my ad even after you bought it? How many of y'all kept seeing my ad even after you bought the workshop? Put after in the chat. After. आपको आपने ये वर्कशॉप खरीद लिया, उसके बाद भी आपको ये ऐड दिखी जा रही है, एंड यू आर लाइक, अरे भाई खरीद तो लिया, अब क्यों दिखा रहा है मुझे ऐड? I'll tell you why. Because I completely implement the same ideology, the same mindset in my business, which is point number 1, building awareness. अगर आपने मेरी YouTube की वीडियो देखी है, तो वो YouTube की वीडियो में मैंने आपको बहुत ही एक वैल्यूएबल पीस ऑफ कंटेंट दिया था. And step number 2, I kept focusing on building trust, and then trust. The most important part is to understand the fact that you have to make your customer feel extremely comfortable with you by giving him value and not by selling anything to him. अगर आप कस्टमर को कुछ वैल्यूएबल दे दोगे ना, तो वो आपके बहुत ही करीब आ जाएगा विदाउट द वरी कि ये कुछ तो बेचने वाला है. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? And second thing, अगर आप उससे ट्रस्ट बिल्ड करोगे ना, तो ट्रांजैक्शन अपने आप हो जाएगी. A lot of you guys over here said, आप बस सिखा दो कैसे बेचना है. आप कैसे भी सिखा दो, how do we convert more customers? Here is the answer for you, my friend. आपको चाहिए इसका स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो. Step number 1, build awareness by giving people valuable content. Step number 2, build trust, and then trust. Let me show you a few detailed examples of how you can do that. Okay. But before that, I want you to understand the mindset of people, right? People behave online the same way they behave offline. In fact, they're even more averse of trusting anything they see or interact with online compared to offline. So the right way is to build the trust first and then to build trust again. Most important for you to understand is the fact that people will not buy anything online unless they trust. अगर उसको आप पे भरोसा नहीं है, वो आपको मिलने को कभी आएगा ही नहीं. तो जब तक वो आपको मिलने नहीं आता है, तब तक build trust. And then once that relationship has got to a point where he's coming and meeting you, try to sell him offline. But आप पहले ही फोन कॉल पे क्या करते हो? आप सीधा उससे पूछ लेते हो, सर, are you looking for a property? Are you looking for a 2 BHK? Sir, I'm calling from Gauri Vihar. I'm calling from, Greater Kailash. I'm calling from Mumbai, Borivali. I'm calling from Kandivali. I'm calling from OMR. Are you looking for a 2 BHK in OMR? All you want to do on that phone call is filter the inquiry by getting that person to commit even before he knows you. And this is where the deal breaks. This is where the deal breaks. मुझे आज भी, and मैं ये मेरी कहानी बता रहा हूं आज. In fact, you know what, this weekend I was at Rishikesh with my team, and ऋषिकेश में बैठा हूं, तब भी दिन के 9 सेल्स कॉल आ रहे हैं मुझे, भलते भलते डेवलपर से. कोई चेन्नई से फोन कर रहा है, कोई दिल्ली से फोन कर रहा है, कोई मुंबई से फोन कर रहा है. मेरे को तो समझ में नहीं आता डेटाबेस बिकता कैसे है. बट माय पॉइंट इज, चलो बिक भी जाता है, ठीक है, कचरे के भाव में मिल भी जाता होगा, लेकिन द प्रॉब्लम इज द कस्टमर इज नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन हैविंग समबडी जस्ट ट्राई टू सेल समथिंग. इंस्टेड अगर कोई बंदा फोन करके ये पूछ लेना कि सर, क्या आप कोई प्रॉपर्टी या कोई चीज में इन्वेस्ट करने में इंटरेस्टेड हो, तो मैं आपके 30 सेकंड ले सकता हूं, नहीं तो फिर मैं आपको डिस्टर्ब नहीं करूंगा. द मोमेंट somebody says that, I will at least continue the 30 seconds of the conversation purely out of respect कि बंदे को फर्क तो पड़ता है कि वो मुझे पूछ के ये डिस्कशन कर रहा है. 90% of the realtors just want to filter the customer out in the first 30 seconds of the conversation. Sir, are you looking for this? Okay, no. Okay, bye. Sir, I am selling this. Are you interested? No, bye. This is exactly where you're losing your customer. And this is the problem with your funnel. And if you don't fix this, you're going to have a hard time growing your business. Is that clear? I want everybody to give me 100% clear before we move forward, क्योंकि मैं हर participant का clarity चाहता हूं before we move forward. I want each one of you to be clear before we move forward. All right. Somebody saying clear as Sprite. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to summarize the version of how do you create the right funnel. Step number 1, build awareness. I'm going to go back here. And step number 2, build trust, and then trust. Let's understand how you can do that using a 3-step framework. Step number 1, at the top of the funnel, build awareness by differentiating yourself. Offer value. Use video ads to offer valuable content about yourself, your product in your potential audience without trying to sell anything. Okay? For example, here are some examples of awareness. How ultra HNIs made over 20% in just 1 year from real estate. अगर आप ये वीडियो चला दोगे तो ये वीडियो कौन देखेगा? Tell me who will watch this video. That's exactly what I'm answering, Bhuvan. Try and understand this. If you want to build awareness without trying to sell anything, okay, how can you build awareness? You give people valuable content. Valuable content का एक example है how ultra HNIs made over 20% in just 1 year from real estate. अब ये वीडियो को कौन सुनेगा? इधर जो खुद एक अल्ट्रा HNI है या वो जिसको एक अल्ट्रा HNI बनना है. ये दोनों आपका पोटेंशियल कस्टमर है. यस और नो? गिव मी यस और नो. ये दोनों आपके पोटेंशियल कस्टमर है. अगर ये दोनों में से कोई भी एक आपकी वीडियो सुन लेता है तो क्या आप उस बंदे को रीटारगेट करके आपकी प्रॉपर्टी की एड दिखाओगे? तब वो बेटर क्वालिटी ऑफ लीड होगी या वर्स्ट क्वालिटी ऑफ लीड होगी? आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से? लेकिन हमें तो ये सब मेहनत कहां करनी है भाई. वी वांट टू डायरेक्टली जनरेट अ लीड व्हिच इज गोइंग टू बाय अ प्रॉपर्टी एंड लेट मी अर्न कमीशन. हमको ये सब मेहनत करना नहीं है. हाँ, somebody saying सीधा शॉट मारना है. अब उसमें कट शॉट हो जाओगे सर. The point I'm trying to make is how ultra HNIs made over 20% in 1 year is a valuable piece of content. और जहां पे आप सारा डेटा पॉइंट डाल सकते हो कि अल्ट्रा HNIs ने स्टेप 1 में ये किया, स्टेप 2 में ये किया, स्टेप 3 में ये किया, फलाना किया, ढिकना किया. वो बंदा ध्यान से सुनेगा और जो भी उसको सुन रहा है ना, जो भी वो वीडियो को एंगेज कर रहा है, आप उसको रीटारगेट कर सकते हो. अब क्योंकि आपने उसको कुछ बेचा नहीं है, वो आपकी वीडियो को सुन रहा है और आपके फेस से फेमिलियर हो गया है. जैसे ही वो आपके फेस से फेमिलियर हो गया है, जब आप उसको नेक्स्ट ऐड दिखाओगे, मतलब फेस से मतलब आपके ब्रांड से, लोगो से, कंपनी से फेमिलियर हो गया है. अब जैसे ही आप उसको नेक्स्ट ऐड दिखाओगे, you know that you are talking to a potential HNI who is interested in buying a property. From ocean of users, जो लोग आपकी ये अल्ट्रा HNI वाली वीडियो देख रहे हैं, आप सिर्फ उन्हीं को रीटारगेट करोगे तो आपके पास क्या क्वालिटी इंप्रूव होगी या नहीं होगी? गिव मी यस और नो. इज इट गोइंग टू गिव यू बेटर क्वालिटी और वर्स्ट क्वालिटी? प्लीज टेल मी बेटर और वर्स्ट. इन्वेस्टिंग, लेट्स अज्यूम फॉर अ मिनट आपने एक बढ़िया सा पीडीएफ डॉक्यूमेंट, यू मेड अ नाइस ब्यूटीफुल लुकिंग पीडीएफ डॉक्यूमेंट एंड आपने एक एड चला दी, डाउनलोड दिस फ्री गाइड टू लर्न द प्रोज एंड कॉन्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टिंग इन रियल एस्टेट अमिड कोविड. कोविड के समय में प्रॉपर्टी में इन्वेस्ट करने के प्रोज एंड कॉन्स क्या है, वो अगर आपको जानना है तो आप ये पीडीएफ डाउनलोड कर लीजिए फ्री में. अब कौन ये पीडीएफ डाउनलोड करेगा सर? हु विल डाउनलोड दिस पीडीएफ? प्लीज टेल मी. कैन यू प्लीज टेल मी हु विल डाउनलोड दिस पीडीएफ? Who will download this PDF? Only those people who are interested in investing in real estate, right? अब आपने उसको कुछ भी नहीं बेचा, फिर भी आपको एक हाई क्वालिटी लीड मिली कि नहीं मिली? आपने उसको कुछ भी नहीं बेचा, फिर भी आपको एक हाई क्वालिटी लीड मिली कि नहीं मिली? गिव मी यस और नो. Actually, give me HQ if you agree that this will give you a high quality lead. HQ high quality. अगर कोई बंदा आपका PDF document download करता है, if somebody downloads your PDF document of a guide which you have designed that helps him understand all the pros and cons of investing in real estate amid COVID. Let's assume for a minute you created a nice video that talks about the top 5 projects people invested in your location during 2021. मतलब अपन 2022 में है और आपने एक बढ़िया सी वीडियो बना दी of the top 5 projects people have invested in whatever location you are marketing in 2021. What will it do? It will create FOMO, fear of missing out. लोगों को ये बताएगा कि यार लोग यहां इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, आप क्या कर रहे हो? Those people who watch this video, will they be a better quality of audience to target when you want to generate a lead? या फिर आप लीड जनरेट करने के लिए ओपन में किसी को भी टारगेट कर लो? Are you getting where I'm coming from? Are you clear? So step number 1, offer value. चलो बोलो मेरे साथ. I can't see you and I can't even hear you, but I want you to type this in the chat. Offer value. पूरा लिखना है. Offer value. Step number 1 to generate a high quality lead is by offering value. Now I will match the dots for you from the first minute of this session to where we are right now. ठीक है? 4P strategy. हमने क्या बात किया था? First you have to write down the project or the property. ठीक है? Once you write down the project and the property and आप उसके pros and cons समझ लोगे, तो उसके बेसिस पे आपको ये समझ जाएगा कि आपका पर्सन या पर्सोना कौन है. अब ये पर्सन या पर्सोना समझ जाएगा तो उसके बेसिस पे आपकी 3rd P यानी कि पेन पॉइंट समझ जाएंगे. जैसे ही आपको पेन पॉइंट समझ गए, फॉर एग्जांपल top 5 projects near international schools to buy in Anti West, क्योंकि मेरे कस्टमर का पेन पॉइंट है कि उसको एक अच्छा घर खरीदना है नियर अ गुड इंटरनेशनल स्कूल. लेट्स से दैट इज वन ऑफ द पेन पॉइंट आई वांट टू एड्रेस ऑफ माय कस्टमर. जैसे ही आप पेन पॉइंट एड्रेस कर लोगे ना, you will know exactly what kind of value to offer to your customer. Are you able to match the dots? Then please put dots in the chat. Are you able to match the dots from the first minute of this session to where we are? Step number 1 was to write down the property. Step number 2 was to define the persona. Step number 3 was to define the pain points of your persona. And once you've defined the customer's pain points, दर्दे दिल, जैसे ही डिफाइन कर दोगे कि आपके कस्टमर का दर्द किधर है, आप उसके लिए एक रेली स्प्रे स्ट्रैटेजी ढूंढ सकते हो, यानी कि एक ऐसा कंटेंट बना सकते हो जिससे कि उसका वो दर्द मिट जाए. जब वो दर्द मिटेगा, when you are able to solve that pain point, he will listen to you. And when he listens to you, he will start believing in you. Are you able to match the dots? Please put dots in the chat. Please put dots in the chat if you're able to match the dots from the first minute of this session till now. All right. Roshan, I'm going to request you to please put a quick reminder that we've reached. I would want you to put a quick reminder that we've reached close to the final concept of the session. And I would like everybody who's dropped out for whatever reason to come back again, because I'm going to talk about the most pivotal strategy of the day in the next 40 minutes. The most unique strategy of the day in the next 40 minutes that will help you restructure the way you market and generate high quality leads. और आपको ये भी समझ में आ जाएगा कि आपकी लीड की क्वालिटी खराब क्यों जाती है. Why do you get bad quality leads? Because you are not creating awareness and filtering your audience. You're not creating awareness and filtering your audience to focus on generating higher quality of leads. So how to move your customer from awareness to lead generation stage, right? जैसे ही कोई कस्टमर आपकी अल्ट्रा एचएनआई वाली वीडियो देखता है, आप उसको रीटारगेट कर सकते हो एक लीड जनरेशन ऐड के थ्रू. जैसे ही कोई कस्टमर आपका इंटरनेशनल इन्वेस्टिंग का पीडीएफ डाउनलोड करता है, आप उस बंदे को, that person who came to your website, you can retarget everybody who visited your website and did not download a PDF क्योंकि वो भी interested था, and you can even retarget all those people who have actually downloaded a PDF. दोनों भी आपके potential customers हैं, right? All those people who watched the video, which is top 5 projects in Dubai. For example, you created a NRI video for people to understand what are the top 5 projects to invest in Dubai, or what were the top 5 projects that people invested in Dubai in 2021. For all those people who watched that video, you can actually retarget them with a project video or a 3D render of the project to generate a lead. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Is this clear to everybody till this point? मैं घड़ी घड़ी ये पूछते रहता हूं क्योंकि that is the only way for me to understand if you are with me. क्योंकि हम सब एक रूम में नहीं है, right? Otherwise, I can see you and understand through your body language. Okay, I'll repeat this once again, and this is very critical, so please hear this very carefully. Okay? When you are able to address the value for your customer, you will build awareness, and then once you're able to build awareness, you will be able to retarget your customer and generate him into a lead, which will give you a better quality of lead, because then you're talking to only a very specific audience instead of talking to the whole world. तो आप पहले लोगों को वैल्यू दो without trying to sell anything to them. Automatically people will start interacting with you, and once you're able to do that, then you try to convert those people into a lead. अल्ट्रा एचएनआई मतलब एचएनआई के ऊपर यार. एचएनआई इज अ हाई नेटवर्थ इंडिविजुअल. अल्ट्रा एचएनआई मतलब उसके ऊपर. ठीक है, मतलब somebody who's even a bigger I mean richer guy than an HNI basically. ठीक है. All right, awesome, clear. I'm going to give you guys 60 seconds for a quick bio break क्योंकि मुझे भी चाहिए भाई. मैं 2.5 घंटे से बैठा हूं without a bio break. I need a quick bio break. I'm going to come back, and I don't want all of you guys to miss anything. So please, 60 seconds bio break. Don't leave the call because, like I said, the most critical strategy is coming now. अगर आप drop हो गए, आप miss कर दोगे. कोई replay recording, rewind नहीं है. So stick around, right? 60 seconds starts now. I'm going to stop the video, and I'm going to come back in 60 seconds. All right. Thanks, needed it. Please come on, go. All of you, quickly, go and come back. Stick on the call, go and come back. All right, I'm back. 60 seconds, I'm back. If you are back, give me BK back. If you are back. चलो जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी, we have to start again. बहुत कुछ बाकी है और सबसे critical part बाकी है. All right, cool. Let's continue. Here are some more examples. अगर आप एक कमर्शियल रियल एस्टेट बिजनेस में हो, if you are selling commercial real estate, I've just put together some examples over here. ठीक है, 5 reasons why NRIs are aiming at Indian commercial real estate properties. How can you invest in commercial real estate without buying a property? Commercial real estate ROI, online commercial real estate investing, commercial real estate trends and insights. ये सब अलग अलग आइडियाज हैं जो आप यूज कर सकते हो टू गिव पीपल सम इंटरेस्टिंग वैल्यूएबल कंटेंट इन योर कैटेगरी. अब जैसे ये कमर्शियल रियल एस्टेट पे है, इन अ सिमिलर वे आप सब जगह पे कमर्शियल वर्ड को रेसिडेंशियल से रिप्लेस कर दोगे तो काम हो गया. 5 reasons why NRIs are aiming at Indian residential real estate properties. How can you invest in residential real estate without buying a property? Residential real estate ROI, ऑनलाइन रेसिडेंशियल रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टिंग. आप सारे कमर्शियल वर्ड को रियल रेसिडेंशियल से रिप्लेस कर दो, सारी कंटेंट रेडी हो जाएगी आपकी रेसिडेंशियल की. द पॉइंट आई एम ट्राइंग टू मेक इज, if you give people valuable content without trying to sell anything, you will immediately be able to create a connection with your potential customer, and then you will be able to use the magic wand which is called as trust, trust and trust. Because jab trust hota hai, and you know this better than me, you've been a realtor for a longer period of time than I have been in this industry. When there is trust, the transactions happen without blinking an eyelid. बिना मेहनत किए ट्रांजैक्शन हो जाते हैं. Am I right or am I wrong? Please tell me. जब ट्रस्ट होता है रियल एस्टेट के ट्रांजैक्शन में तो ट्रांजैक्शन तुरंत हो जाते हैं. Am I right or am I wrong? So you have to just focus on building the trust. Transactions will happen. ठीक है? And I will help you even understand how to build that trust, what kind of content to create, what kind of advertising strategy to use, what kind of targeting to do, all of that tomorrow. ये सारी चीजें मैं आपको कल सिखाऊंगा इन डेप्थ, एक एक चीज सिखाऊंगा. ये 2 दिन का वर्कशॉप कोई सीक्रेट नहीं रखेगा, ये पूरा स्टेप बाय स्टेप प्रोसेस आपको बता देगा, जिससे कि आप अपने बिजनेस को 7 to 10 डील्स तक लेके जा सकते हो एवरी सिंगल मंथ. ओके, ऑलराइट. सो स्टेप नंबर 1, गिव वैल्यू बाय एड्रेसिंग पेन पॉइंट्स ऑफ योर कस्टमर, राइट? Step number 2 is, and this is very important formula for you to follow in real estate, show luxury and facts together. आप जब भी रियल एस्टेट मार्केट करते हो ना, मतलब आपने पहले पेन पॉइंट्स के हिसाब से अवेयरनेस कंटेंट बना दिया, आपने लोगों से एंगेज कर लिया, अब आपको लीड जनरेट करनी है. जब आपको लीड जनरेट करनी है ना, तब you have to make sure that you're showing people luxury and facts together. What do I mean by luxury and facts together? Luxury इसलिए because, and I'm going to go back a lot of slides. I'm going to go back a lot of slides and help you understand something very critical. So, जो फैक्ट्स है ना, वो कस्टमर के, जो फैक्ट्स है वो कस्टमर के नीड्स को एड्रेस करता है. जो लग्जरी है वो कस्टमर के डिजायर्स को सेटिस्फाई करता है. विनोद उटेकर सेज बल्ब मोमेंट. When you want to generate leads in real estate, you have to show facts and luxury together, because that is the only way you can fill into the customer's needs and satisfy their desires. So the first point है ना, heal their pain points, उससे आप awareness create करते हो. ये जो second point है, fill their needs and satisfy their desires, उससे आप lead generate करते हो. हर एक चीज एक दूसरे से जुड़ी हुई है, इसीलिए मैंने स्टार्टिंग में बोला था, don't miss a single second of this session, because you will not be able to rewind, replay or connect the dots. Every single thing that we talk about is critical. Of course, luxury has so many varieties, and I'll give you examples of this. Okay, I will raise my voice. Okay, I will give you examples of this as well, so that you understand it very clearly and carefully. Okay. When you want to generate leads, you have to address to the customer's needs by showing them facts. For example, if my need is a 2 BHK or a property with amenities, or a property that is of a particular community, or a property that is in a particular location, then you have to talk about facts like location, because that could be my need. You have to talk about facts like price. You have to talk about facts like specification. You have to talk about facts that address my needs, amenities that address to my needs. So सारे जो facts है ना, वो मेरी needs को address करते हैं. Facts address customers' needs, and luxury addresses to the customer's desire. What could be the desire? I want a home with a balcony. I want a living room with a dining hall. I want a bedroom which is very spacious bedroom. Or I want a house in a huge project or a huge property, right? Amenities. The point I'm trying to make is that you have to try and understand this. Your luxury will satisfy your customer's desire, and your facts will address to their needs. Is this clear to everybody? अब एकदम क्लियर है? 1% भी डाउट नहीं चाहिए बॉस, 1% भी डाउट नहीं चाहिए. I will give you every single thing in absolute detail. ऊपर ऊपर से बात करने में, मतलब बात करना ही नहीं आता ऊपर ऊपर से. So the question about what about the pain, right? तो pain point जो है उससे आप awareness build करते हो. You build awareness. You build awareness using the pain points. You use the pain points to build awareness. You got it? You use facts to address to their needs, and you use luxury to satisfy their desires. Is this absolutely clear? We already went through a lot of pain examples, so I'm sorry we won't be able to go back to that. We went through a lot of different kind of pain examples. All right. Is everybody clear till this point? So try and make sure that you're showing people luxury and facts together. And I will tell you why and how people fail at this particular step. Okay. Now look at this particular ad. It's saying, what is this particular thing saying, right? Prices start 70 lakhs. But kidhar? Bhai, what? 70 lakhs is a half-baked fact. 70 lakhs in which location? And what is the size of the property? Kuch bhi nahi likha hua hai. Prices start 70 lakhs, inquire now. What's the point? You've shown a nice, beautiful image, which is, to portray the luxury of the project. But ये location ही नहीं बताया है. जब तक मैं ये पूरा पढ़ूं नहीं, ऑफ सरजापुर रोड, बैंगलोर, तब तक मुझे पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि ये प्रोजेक्ट किधर है. Here is another example. Okay. This guy is saying luxury homes in Sholingalanur. पहले तो लग्जरी होम्स बोल के मैं कैसे मान जाऊं, क्योंकि ये जो इमेज है, ठीक है, ये बिल्कुल लग्जूरियस नहीं है. सेकंड थिंग, अगर लग्जरी होम है तो कितने का है? व्हाट इज द प्राइस पॉइंट? आर यू गेटिंग व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से? अगर ये लग्जरी होम है तो कितने का है? व्हाट इज द प्राइस पॉइंट? सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज somebody is showing, so if you see this, right, and I'm going to just write it down over here. This ad is showing partial facts. This ad is showing luxury without facts. Okay. Now look at this ad. Become a channel partner with Kolte Patil. But what will be my advantage? How will it help me? And which project of Kolte Patil am I going to market? Now look at this. Kolte Patil launches Breeze in Dahisar West. ये यहाँ पे छोटे टेक्स्ट में लिखा हुआ है. यहाँ पे ये जो इमेज बनाई है उसके आजू बाजू दहीसर कहीं पे लिखा हुआ ही नहीं है. Again, what I am trying to tell each one of you is, no, in fact, I'm telling the opposite. Mahesh, I'm telling the opposite. It's important to understand that you portray luxury and facts in the most minimal manner. आपको कंटेंट कम करना है. You have to try and make it interesting for a customer to see it. Now look at this, okay? Look at the last example over here. It's saying spacious, luxurious, and affordable 1, 2, and 3 BHK residences. But where? Where? This ad is missing any amount of fact. 1, 2, and 3 BHK residences किधर? कौन से location में? क्या price point पे? So price is missing, location is missing. The point I'm trying to make to you is, every time you run an ad where you're not going to use luxury and facts together, you will get bad quality of leads. And I want to know from all of you who have made this particular mistake. I want you to please type mistake L and F. Please put mistake L and F. Mistake, luxury and facts. हाँ, L and F भी लिख लो, चलेगा, समझ जाएगा. Mistake L and F. If you've made this mistake in your ads, you are bound to get bad quality of leads. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Are you in sync with what I'm saying? Please put mistake L and F. Okay, so that brings us to the second point, which is basically, how do you generate leads? You got to give facts and fill into their desires. And then comes the third step, and that is the conversion step. Retarget till they believe. Now I will explain this very carefully and help you understand what does this mean. ठीक है, आप में से कितने लोग ने हमारी ऐड 2 बार, 3 बार, 4 बार, 6 बार, 8 बार, 10 बार देखी? किसी ने फेसबुक पे देखी, फिर यूट्यूब पे गया, वापस यूट्यूब पे. Okay, how many of you all saw my ad on Facebook and YouTube as well, right? Put FB and YT. FB and YT. आपने फेसबुक पे भी देखी, आपने यूट्यूब पे भी देखी, या फिर आपने फेसबुक पे भी देखी, आपने इंस्टा पे भी देखी. Put FB and Insta. या फिर आपने इंस्टा पे भी देखी, आपने यूट्यूब पे भी देखी. FB and IG. FB, Insta, YouTube and Insta. So many of you guys have seen the ads in various channels, right? You've seen twice on YouTube. What am I trying to tell you? What am I trying to tell you and teach you over here? You have to retarget your customer till they believe in you. कोई भी ऑनलाइन एक बार में ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं करेगा. ये तो यार, मेरा वर्कशॉप तो सिर्फ 500 रुपीज का था. आप प्रॉपर्टी बेच रहे हो 1.5 करोड़ की, 2 करोड़ की, फिर 50 लाख की, 70 लाख की, 80 लाख की. What you are missing out completely on is being able to understand that you are not retargeting your customer till they are ready to believe in you. अपने, all of us know, जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. What you see is what sells. What is shown to you is what sells. We all know that, we all agree to that, but we don't imply that in our business. We don't apply that in our business. Then how will your business grow? Are you understanding what I'm saying here? हम सब जानते हैं कि जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, लेकिन हम हमारे कस्टमर को दिखाना ही नहीं चाहते हैं. And that is why your business is not growing. That is why you're not getting a good quality of lead. That is why the moment that guy says, no, I am not interested, if you kept showing him your ad again and again, and 10 दिन बाद वापस उसको फोन किया, उसको याद रहेगा कि उसने आपकी ad देखी है. वो फोन उठा के बोलेगा, हाँ मैंने देखी थी आपकी ad, बोलिए क्या बात कर रहे हो आप? Tell me, what are you talking about? Yes, I'm interested to know more about it. The point I'm trying to make to you is, you have to retarget your customer till they believe you, and not leave them just because they said something on the phone that does not excite you. Okay, I'm going to ask a very interesting question here. How many of you guys have generated leads through advertising in the past? Please put lead ads. Put lead ads. आप में से कितने लोग ने लीड एडवर्टाइजिंग के थ्रू जनरेट की है पास्ट में, खुद से, पोर्टल से नहीं, ठीक है? लीड एड्स डालिए. प्लीज पुट लीड एड्स इन द चैट. Okay, now I'm going to ask you this question. After people have inquired, how many of you have retargeted those leads? आपको एक बार उस कस्टमर की इंक्वायरी मिल गई, फिर आपने उसको कितनी बार रीटारगेट किया है? अगर आपने कभी नहीं किया है, से नो आरटी. अगर आपने रीटारगेट किया है, प्लीज पुट आरटी. नो आरटी, 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 आरटी. एक आरटी आया, दो आरटी आया. इमेजिन दिस. Imagine this. This is the precise problem. This is the precise problem. We all know, and hear this out very carefully, okay? We all know that seeing is believing. Staying on top of your customer's mind is the only way to get that one call or that one meeting which may convert into a sale. But we don't care about doing that. हमको ज्यादा मेहनत करने में इंटरेस्ट है, क्योंकि हमको माँ बाप ने सिखाया है मेहनत करोगे तो फल मिलेगा. तो हम मेहनत कर रहे हैं, हम फोन उठाते हैं. हेलो सर, आर यू इंटरेस्टेड इन 1 BHK इन कांदिवली? हेलो सर, आर यू इंटरेस्टेड इन 1 BHK इन ग्रेटर कैलाश? हेलो सर, आर यू इंटरेस्टेड इन अ बंगलो इन ग्रेटर कैलाश? द प्रॉब्लम इज वी आर मोर fascinated with the fact that we want to do hard work, but we do not want to do the right kind of work. जो सही है वो नहीं करना है, जो मेहनत है वही करना है, क्योंकि हमको बचपन से सिखाया गया है कि मेहनत करने वाले की ही जीत होती है. गलत. सही काम करने वाले की जीत होती है. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? Please add your questions in the Q&A, my friends. Please do not put it in the chat. I won't be able to answer it. If you have a question, put it in the Q&A and I will answer it. Okay? Please put it in the chat. Please put it in the Q&A. All right? So, coming to the third and the most important step. Retarget your customer till they believe you, because seeing is believing. And I will show you my own example of how we did this entire activity. Okay. So look at this. If a customer sees why most ultra HNIs lose money in real estate, you can retarget him and try to keep a high recall value till he converts into a lead and a sale. If a customer downloads an international investing guide and its pros and cons, you can keep retargeting all the people who have visited your website or people who downloaded a PDF document. You have to keep building the recall to create the trust in your customer so that he can convert. All right. Once people fill up a lead, and this is something for all of you who have done some kind of a lead generation ad and never retargeted your customer, the most important thing for you to remember is once people fill up a lead, okay, you have to keep retargeting them after they inquire. क्योंकि इंक्वायरी करने के बाद लोग भूल जाते हैं कि उन्होंने किस चीज को इंक्वायर किया था. You must have heard so many times people tell you, no, I didn't inquire. No, I don't remember inquiring for this. No, मैंने तो इंक्वायर किया ही नहीं है. How many times have you heard this? How many times have you heard this from your customers? Haven't you got this kind of response from your customers? No, I don't remember inquiring. I think by mistake हो गया होगा. मैंने तो नहीं किया है. मुझे तो याद ही नहीं है. A lot of times, right? That's exactly the point. Because you stopped retargeting that customer the moment he inquired through your ad. That is the reason why. So look at this. हमने कैसे किया ये? Do you guys want to know? Do you guys want to know the entire strategy that we implemented to bring you into this program? Put yes, I want to know. Yes, I want to know. Yes, give me yes. Yes. Do you want to know and copy paste the exact structure that we created to bring you into this program? All right. Step number 1, we created a video to build awareness. और आप में से सब लोग ने अलग अलग वीडियो देखे होंगे. किसी ने ये वाला वीडियो देखा होगा, किसी ने एक दूसरा वीडियो देखा होगा जहां पे मैं एक रेड बैकग्राउंड में बैठा हूं. अलग अलग वीडियोस देखे होंगे. ठीक है. सो स्टेप नंबर 1, वी क्रिएटेड अवेयरनेस. Step number 2, the moment you came to our or you watched our video, clicked on it and went to our web page and did not sign up for the workshop, we started showing you an ad that said, want to become the top real estate channel partner without cold calling, referral, email marketing, or waiting for new clients? What did I do? I addressed the pain point. Can you see this? And I'm going to draw this so that you understand what I'm talking about. This is the pain point. Let me show you. This is addressing your pain point, and this is addressing your desire. ये आपकी desire है, right? Don't. How many of you guys desire to be a top channel partner? Please put top CP in the chat. Put top CP in the chat. Do you wish to be a top channel partner? Yes or no? Of course बनना है, right? इसीलिए तो यहाँ पे आए हो. You want to become the top channel partner in your category, in your area, in your geography, in your city. This is what address the desire, and this is what address the pain point. And this is the reason why you clicked on it and came to our web page. Some of you bought from this point. ठीक है. तो आप में से कुछ लोग ने यहीं से खरीद लिया, बट आप में से बहुत सारे लोग ड्रॉप हो गए. तो जो लोग ड्रॉप हो गए उनको हमने रीटारगेट किया with this ad. Are you still thinking if you want to learn, if you want to close 10 to 20 real estate deals every month without a single cold call, then register now. Can you see the communication is completely different at every point? मेरी फर्स्ट एड और मेरी लास्ट एड में बहुत जमीन आसमान का फर्क है. Are you able to understand this clearly? मैं आपको पूरी मेरी स्ट्रैटेजी ट्रांसपेरेंटली ये इसलिए बता रहा हूं क्योंकि मुझे चाहिए कि आप ये चीज को खुद के बिजनेस में इंप्लीमेंट कर सको. I'm sure you would have never gone into a workshop where people decode their own strategy so that you can copy paste it. How many of you guys love this aspect of this particular workshop right now? Please put love in the chat. Do you love it? Somebody saying, oh, ऐसा फसाया. चौबे जी गलती हो गई, माफ करना. गाइस, यार फंसाने वाला बात होता तो अभी तक आपको वैल्यू नहीं फील होता. अगर आप फंस गए होते तो, अगर फंस गए होते तो छोड़ देते ये सेशन. आप 2 घंटा 2 hours 44 minutes से मेरे साथ बैठे हो. अगर आप फंसे होते तो नहीं रुकते आप. यस चौबे जी, डू यू एग्री? एवरीबडी, डू यू एग्री? फंसे होते तो नहीं रुके 2 घंटा 24 मिनट 44 मिनट, सॉरी. Thank you, Chaubeji. Thank you so much. The reason why I'm decoding the strategy is because I want you to really understand that step 1, what did I do? I just focused on creating a video over here, which was addressing to your pain point. तो यहाँ पे मैंने सिर्फ पेन पॉइंट पे फोकस किया. ये स्टेप में मैंने डिजायर ऐड कर दिया. यहाँ पे मैंने डिजायर ऐड किया. I added another very interesting thing called as the desire. Sorry, I will color this differently. यार ये पेंटिंग खराब हो रही है मेरी. Desire. And in the third step, I asked you a question which was personal. Personal question पूछा मैंने आपसे. Personal question. अब आप सोच रहे हो यार ये कैसे मेरे को ऐसी ऐड दिखा सकता है सीधा? Are you still thinking? हाँ यार मैं सोच रहा था, बट उसको कैसे पता चला? This is what is called as the 3-step strategy to $1 million plus in commission. Build awareness, convert people into a lead, build awareness, convert into a lead, retarget them till they believe you. Now I'm going to ask you a very quick question. What do you think is the, if we were to stop this 2 days workshop today, right now, without moving forward, what do you think will be the value of this particular workshop? Give me a rating on 10 based on whatever you have felt as the value of this particular workshop. If we were to stop this particular workshop right now, I will actually match the dots entirely. Somebody saying 2000. Yes, of course, Lithan Ibrahim, it is still half. The rest of the half is going to be decoded tomorrow. But what I'm trying to understand and tell you is, if you start matching the dots, and I will keep doing that so that you can, keep remembering everything from first moment till now. Step 1 was define the property or the project. Step 2 was define the persona. Step 3 was define the pain points of your persona. And step 4, position. Now look at the way these 4 steps were implemented in this particular screen. Step 1, define the property or the project. Property or project yahan pe is workshop ko liya gaya tha. Step 2, define the persona. Who's the persona? It is a real estate channel partner. It is an individual realtor or a real estate developer or a real estate professional. Step 3, define the pain points. The pain points is people who want to grow business without cold calling, because ये बहुत बड़ा pain point है real estate का. बहुत बड़ा pain point है क्योंकि मैं खुद, and let me actually add this so that all of you know this. I started my career by being a call center employee. मैं दिन के 476 calls करता था, and I used to get 280 plus phone bangs. जो दर्द आप देख रहे हो वो दर्द मैं 6 महीने सहन कर चुका हूं. मेरी जिंदगी मैंने शुरू की थी कॉल सेंटर से. मैं नाइट शिफ्ट में काम करता था, and I used to make 476 daily outbound calls when I was a call center employee. So I can exactly understand your pain, because outbound sales करना बहुत difficult होता है. So the point is this, right? So outbound sales करना difficult होता है, इसीलिए it is important to write down the pain points of your customer. तो मैंने वो pain points को define किया, and then I created a desire, which is the output, the outcome that you want. The point I'm trying to make is, if you go back over here, and I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to clean this entire thing up. In any of these ads, okay, and I want you guys to try and understand this. This is actually half-baked, Abraham. This is what is half-baked. When you address half-baked desire, it has its own side effects. When you give people half-baked information, facts, half-baked information, it will have its side effects, which is bad quality leads. Are you clear with what I'm trying to say? Right? So here is what we will start with tomorrow, because I want to dedicate the next 10 minutes in answering tons of questions that we have. We will start tomorrow's session by understanding the Facebook and the Instagram algorithm, and how you as a layman can use this extremely powerful channel to reach your exact customer, exact money, exact customer, without wasting your money or without losing lot of your hard-earned money after garbage leads. All right. Is everybody okay with that? Is everybody okay with me to stop at this particular point and jump into the Q&A? Give me okay if that is okay. All right, awesome. So let me quickly open all the Q&As. All right. All right. So Bhuvan, how to start career in real estate as an agent? Sorry, not the question for this particular session. Vishal Jain, recording milega nahi Vishal. You'll have to stay till the end of the session. Vinay Bharadwaj, I missed the first 2 questions. That's not a problem. Absolutely fine. I've already, been doing a lot of recap continuously so that, you can correlate to everything that we discussed from the first point. I am with father at doctor's place. I need a replay, please. Sorry, Jasmeet, there is no way we can do that. Sanjay Ladwan, proper property present. Okay, you actually answered that question. How to get persona if he's an unknown person? So if you want to get a persona if he's an unknown person, the only simple way to do it is actually either go and talk to the developer and ask him, sir, आपके existing customer की profile बताओ. Point number one. Two, you can actually sit on a site. Let's say under construction project है, ठीक है? आप साइट पे जाके बैठ सकते हो और लोगों की बातें सुन सकते हो, उनकी गाड़ी देख सकते हो, उनके कपड़े देख सकते हो, उनके बात करने के तरीके को देख सकते हो, दो चार कस्टमर को इंटरव्यू भी कर सकते हो कि सर आप कहाँ रहते हो, कहाँ से आते हो, आपकी ये आपने ये प्रोजेक्ट क्यों देखना चाहा, why did you want to see this project, what were the 3-4 points for which you were considering this project. So if you are absolutely blank, you can actually go and sit at a particular site and understand customers' behavior by asking people questions over there. Okay. Zen, what is the exact process of finding the right persona? I just answered that question. How to get to know about person's persona? I just answered that question too. How we find customers' pain points? Can we ask them directly when we visit the site? There is a chance it can be completely irrelevant. Satish, so that's a great question you've asked. Here is the answer. Understanding customers' pain points will never happen by directly asking them the questions, but it will happen by asking them what are they looking for. For example, if I were to meet a customer at the site, I would say, sir, so what would be your preference? Would your preference be to find a home which is closer to your kid's school, or would your preference be to find a home which is closer to your office? The moment you ask these kind of questions, which is out of care, the customer will tell you their pain points automatically. And the moment he starts opening up a little bit, you can actually tell the customer that, sir, why don't you tell me 3 or 4 more points that will probably help me tell you if this project is right for you or not relevant for you. The moment you say that, your customer will start loving you because you are being absolutely brutally honest if this particular project is going to be relevant for your customer or not. Remember this, कभी भी बेचने की कोशिश मत करो, उसके पेन पॉइंट्स को समझने की कोशिश करो, ऑटोमेटिकली आपकी प्रॉपर्टी बिक जाएगी, ये मेरी गारंटी है. कभी भी बेचने की कोशिश मत करो. All right. Okay, Manoj, this can be used for construction contractors also. I mean, Manoj, construction contractors, I'm not sure about it, but if you're end of the day dealing with a consumer, like अगर आप किसी direct customer से deal करते हो तो yes, अगर आप builder to builder deal करते हो तो no. Can you share examples of pain points and how did you position it? I think I did that with the end slide. 105 crore sales are individual figures or collective figures, Vinay, of some of the participants who've actually implemented strategies and reported to us. हमारे पास पूरी रिपोर्टिंग तो होती नहीं है, हर बंदा हमको आके बोलता नहीं है कि उन्होंने कितनी सेल की है, पर जितने ने रिपोर्ट की है और उन्होंने बताया हमको कि हमारी ये सेल हुई है, that's how we could find out this particular number. Can we prepare a questionnaire for customer pain points? Of course you should, absolutely. Bhuvan, how to start real estate? Okay, I already said this is not something that is relevant for this session. What answers we tell when customer asks you are from builder side person or channel partner? Amardeep, here is the most important thing you have to remember. When the customer asked you this question, if I was in your place, this is how I would answer. Amardeep, are you there? Give me a hi on the chat. Amardeep, if you're there, give me a hi on the chat. Quickly give me a hi on the chat if you're there. Okay. Amardeep, ये ध्यान से सुनना ये answer and मुझे बताना आपको कैसा लगा. ठीक है? If I was in your place and a customer asked me, are you from the builder side or the channel partner? I would say, I am from your side because I am not actually discussing to sell this property to you. I have called you to understand your requirements and help you find something that you're looking for. Make sense? I'm getting people saying superb answer. Wow, good answer, bulb. All right. Thank you so much, Amardeep, for asking that question. Sunil Lobo, we want in-depth training of 4P. This is the main thing. So Sunil, we already explained individual P's of pain points, etc. Tomorrow, we will actually talk about how do you do targeting, how do you create a ad, and how do you design a lead generation ad, which will help you to convert a customer into a lead without even having a website. ये 3 चीजें हम कल बताएंगे आपको. Sarvjot Singh Bhopal, if present property price is 10 lakh as an example, customer says mature deal is okay. This is actually a negotiation question, which I will pass. I have underwritten one project situated in Zirakpur it's a 3+ project, 4-acre land, want to ask how to boost up my sales. I think you have to follow the 4P strategy. There are no specialists for cough and cold, right? Of course not, right? But the point I'm trying to make is that जो generalist है, ठीक है, जो generalist है, they get paid very less, and the specialist gets paid very much higher, right? So you have to decide in life, do you want to solve common problems, or do you want to solve specialized problems and get paid a lot more, right? That's the question. Anjali Pradeep, can I do resell homes, new homes along with open plots? Anjali, ये तो आप पे है, आपका बिजनेस, आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो, लेकिन मेरा आपको ये पॉइंट है कि अगर आप कोई भी एक या दो चीज करते हो सिर्फ, कस्टमर आपको बहुत अच्छे से याद कर पाएगा और आपके लिए बहुत आसान हो जाएगा वो बिजनेस को ग्रो करना. ओके. Anjali Pradeep, how do you find? I think I answered that. How to know his day-to-day life? I answered that. How do we know about WHO, who of the customer, that much in detail? I already answered that. Sit on the site. How to know where is he spending most of the time? It's very simple. When you meet a customer at the site, or you are actually working for a developer, or you are actually selling a particular resale property in a particular locality, go and talk to people. Ask them what are they doing, what are their habits. Talk to them, become friendly, become a part of some social communities. दोस्त, मतलब नेटवर्किंग करो ताकि आप उधर से सीख पाओ लोगों का बिहेवियर कैसा है. I think that's the right answer to that. Regarding what customer visits certain sites, travel, visiting luxury showrooms, etc. How do we figure out how? Okay, I think I answered that as well. How do we know about? Answered that. Give an example for a simple corporate job doing person. I already gave you various personas. You can even create your own. Who you had touched upon, who and darde dil. How do we capture information on the customer? Like, I think I answered that. How can I find out which customer is spending how much time where? Like I said, I just recently answered that. How to get customer challenges and pain points? Answered that. Okay, Reley Spray typo in PPT. Thank you so much. I'll correct it. How to know customers' pain points online? Okay, you can't know. You have to talk to customers. Online se pata nahi chalega. Sample ads that were used to advertise on Facebook, Instagram related. Of course, Darshan, I showed some of them which are half-baked, and I'm going to show you a lot more which are correct, which are right, which are relevant, and that will help you to get the right lead tomorrow. I will show you more examples. Okay. Darshan CG, if you're there in the session till now, will get the answer to your question tomorrow during the session itself. How to reach my customer. Okay, how many of you joined the session late? Please put late in the chat. How many of you guys joined the session late today who are here right now? नहीं, मैंने खत्म नहीं किया. I will answer more questions. How many of you guys joined the session late and you want a recap? How many of you guys joined the session late and you want a recap? Please put late in the chat. Please put late in the chat, not recap. Yeah, you joined the session late and you want to join an hour late. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, I will dedicate an extra half an hour tomorrow. We will start at 5:30 p.m. Guys, I'm going to do this because I want you to make your $499 20x worth even before you leave this session. कल 5:30 को मैं पूरा recap करूंगा आज के 3 घंटे के सेशन का. So first 30 minutes, 5:30 to 6 p.m. I will do a recap of today's session, and then 6 p.m. onwards we will start day 2. Make sense? How many of you guys would like me to do that? Please put 5:30 in the chat. How many of you guys would like me to do that? Put 5:30 in the chat. For all of those who came late, I will start at 5:30 tomorrow, specially for you, and do a quick recap for everything that you've missed today. Like I said, there is no replay, record, rewind. Everything that we teach you is in the live. And there is one more reason why we do that. क्योंकि हमको चाहिए कि आप अभी ये चीजों को सीखो. अगर replay, rewind, recording होगा ना, आप laid back हो जाओगे. You'll be like, I'll listen to it whenever I can. No, you've paid for it right now. You should learn it right now. Are you clear? I will start 30 minutes early exclusively for everybody who joined late today, because I want you to get every single penny's worth for this particular workshop. Picture abhi definitely baki hai mere dost. Okay, what do you suggest where we have to post for a response? How we get leads, that is the main issue. Love, I will give you the answer tomorrow. I mean, the person who's asked the question, his name is Love Makkar. So आप लोग सोच रहे होंगे यार ये क्या बोल रहा है. Okay, Zain Khan, will it be good to make the value content in the local language? Oh, great question, Zain. If you're there, Zain, are you there in the session right now? Zain, are you there in the session right now? Yes, Rajesh, I'm going to do that. Zain, great question. Extremely huge round of applause for you. So the answer to your question is absolutely yes. 110% yes. Because the more personalized content you make, the more your customer will relate to you. अगर मैं एक पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी के लोगों को बेचना चाहता हूं और मैं उसी की लैंग्वेज में कंटेंट बनाता हूं, अगर मैं तमिलनाडु में हूं और मैंने तमिल में कंटेंट बनाया, अगर मैं मुंबई में हूं और मैंने हिंदी में कंटेंट बनाया, मैं पुणे में हूं मैंने मराठी में कंटेंट बनाया, ऑब्वियसली मेरी जो मराठी ऑडियंस है वो मुझे ज्यादा प्रेफर करेगी रादर देन एवरीबडी एल्स. So it's a great question you've asked, and the answer to your question is yes. You should absolutely do that. Got it? Okay. I am in Mumbai. Do you have any offline? Sunil Lobo, I don't run any classes. Neither do I have a training school. ये मैं इसलिए करता हूँ ऑनलाइन थ्रू जूम, क्योंकि मुझे चाहिए कि मैं रियल एस्टेट फ्रेटर्निटी के हर इंसान को पहुंच सकूं ऑल ओवर इंडिया से, ताकि तुमको वो चीज पता चले जो हम बड़े बड़े डेवलपर्स के लिए करते हैं, जो हमको बहुत सारा पैसा देते हैं, जो बहुत सारा पैसा खर्चा भी करते हैं लीड जनरेट करने में. वो सारी स्ट्रैटेजीज अगर आपको सीखनी है, अगर आपको अपने बिजनेस में इंप्लाई करनी है, क्योंकि बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि हम कितने सारे लोगों के लिए नहीं काम कर पाते, क्योंकि हमारी बिजनेस की स्केल और उनकी स्केल बहुत डिफरेंट होती है, राइट? सो वी आर नॉट एबल टू सर्विस देम, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट you never come to know about the strategies that we use for those big developers who make big amount of money through our strategies. We want to make this particular thing possible through this particular workshop. Hence, we do this online only. We don't have any offline classes. We are not a training school. We are a lead generation agency, full-time running our business and trying to focus on creating this workshop to help you become self-empowered. How many of you guys are keen to become self-empowered? Sunil Lobo, are you keen to become self-empowered? Please put EMPW, 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 empowered. If you want to become empowered, stick around with me till the last minute of this particular session. Okay. Video PDF should be self-made for the awareness. Yes. Providing value content from the developer's account would make sense. No. Like people will obviously think they are trying to sell something. No, Zen, it won't make sense. Okay, how to build trust. I already gave a lot of examples. How to join. I have joined just now. Antarpreet Alang. I'm going to start the session tomorrow 30 minutes early, exclusively for you and everybody like you who joined the session late. Please make sure that you join at 5:30. We will send you reminders on WhatsApp as well as on email. Okay, how many of you guys who are here are not on the WhatsApp group? Please put no on the chat. Anybody who's here who's not on the WhatsApp group? Oh my God, there are so many of you guys. Okay. Roshan, can you please send me a link right now to join the WhatsApp group? Roshan, can you please send me the link to join the WhatsApp group? मैंने actually मेरा WhatsApp बंद करके रखा हुआ है, Roshan. Can you please send me the link to join the WhatsApp group? There are a lot of people who are not there. Okay, awesome. Thank you. I'm just going to share this link with everybody. Guys, I've just sent the link. अगर वो group full हो जाता है तो obviously आप नहीं enter कर पाओगे. I think there are 10-15 people who can still enter because ये group में already 240 लोग हैं. And I think the limit of a WhatsApp group is 250. So please quickly click on this and join the WhatsApp group so that you don't miss out on any updates tomorrow. Okay. We'll go back to the questions. Sunil Lobo, as a digital marketer, I'm focusing on creating video 360 tour for real estate. Is this good niche in India market? Do you advise to continue? So Sunil, I am not exactly sure how good a niche is that because I've not tried this particular thing. But yes, it's a great idea to become a digital marketer just focus for real estate. That's what even we are, right? So बहुत बड़ी market है. You should definitely do it. How do you retarget the same customer? Abhishek, it's a very long process. There is something called as a pixel. I will try to talk about it a little bit tomorrow. Agar possible हुआ तो. How will I know that the same customer has been reached multiple times? Abhishek, obviously you would not know, but there is something called as a frequency. I will show it to you tomorrow. Please Abhishek Bose, if you're there in the session right now. ठीक है यार, group full हो गया guys. Roshan has just sent me a message that the group has become full, and we won't be, I mean, that particular WhatsApp group won't have more participants. But anyways, I hope all of you have been able to join. Abhishek Bose, are you there? Give me a hi. Abhishek Bose, are you there? Give me a hi. Okay, I don't know if you're raising hand. One second. Abhishek Bose. No, you're not raising your hand. Abhishek Bose. Okay, you're there in the session. I can see that. So here is the thing, right? If you reach a customer multiple times, there's something called as a frequency. Frequency मतलब कि आपने एक customer को ad कितनी बार दिखाई है. So Facebook shows you what is the frequency of your ad. अगर आपकी frequency 2 है, मतलब कि average आपकी ad किसी भी एक customer को already 2 बार दिख चुकी है. ठीक है? That's how you come to know about that. Tomorrow when I open the ad dashboard, जो मैं करूँगा कल, अगर आपको वो सीखना है तो I'm actually going to open the ad dashboard and show you how to read all of these things. Okay, how to create an ad, how to read all of these data points. अरे वाह, क्या बात है. So Roshan has created a new group right away and I'm going to send the link of that new group. So जो भी नहीं ज्वाइन कर पाया है उसके लिए एक नया ग्रुप मैंने सेंड कर दिया है WhatsApp पे, अरे Zoom चैट पे. अगर आप प्रीवियस वाला ग्रुप ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाए हो, if you have not been able to join the previous group because it's got full, you can click on this link and join the WhatsApp group. Kunal Bhaktani, you can join this WhatsApp group. Yeah, I mean, the best way is to send it on Zoom because आप already WhatsApp group पे नहीं हो. वरना मैं अभी गलती से बोलने वाला था कि मैं WhatsApp के ग्रुप पे ये चैट ये लिंक शेयर कर देता हूँ, बट आप हो ही नहीं वो ग्रुप पे, तो कैसे शेयर करूँ? Okay. Heath Gandhi, does Instagram algorithm allow you to show the same ad to the same person so many times? If yes, yes, Heath, it does. It's called as retargeting. How to retarget specific leads, we'll try to talk about that tomorrow. I would really be interested in how to step away from portals. They suck the revenue out of us. Abhishek Krishna, I will promise you, if you're there in the session right now, I will promise you that you will never have to go back to the portals. In fact, कल मैं आपको एक ऐसा सच बताऊंगा जिसकी वजह से आपको अगर इच्छा होगी तो भी आप कभी भी पोर्टल्स के पास वापस नहीं जाओगे. ऐसा सच जो आपका माइंड चेंज कर देगा. You will find out something about the portals tomorrow that you have never known before. And I will show it to you factually. मैं कोई भी बातें हवे में नहीं करता. Everything I will show you factually, right? मैं लाइव दिखाऊंगा, लाइव, कि वो पोर्टल क्या करता है, वो लीड कैसे जनरेट करता है, वो आपको और आपके जैसे कितने लोगों को लीड भेजता है, ये सब बता दूंगा आपको कल. Harsh Rana, join the second link. Harsh Rana, please join the second link. Okay. How to do marketing on Facebook and Insta? I'll talk about the algorithm tomorrow. I want to switch to primary marketing, commercial real estate. So is this strategy going to work? Yes, Chirag, absolutely. What's your phone number? I need help in generating quality leads at affordable price. Vaishak, I'm sorry, but as an agency, there are certain criteria basis which we engage. The whole objective of this workshop is actually to help you implement the exact step-by-step strategy to generate high quality leads. ये workshop का agenda ये नहीं है कि आप मेरी service लो. And I want to say this to everybody. दीक्षित बदानी बोल रहे नहीं देने वाले, समझ जाओ. नहीं यार, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है दीक्षित. You have to understand one thing. Objective of this workshop is to empower you, my friend, not to sell my service. आपको ये empowerment देना है ताकि आप खुद से ये कर सको. अगर मुझे ये सर्विस बेचनी होती मेरी, तो पहले तो हर जगह मेरा नंबर फ्लैश हो रहा होता ये स्क्रीन पे. जैसे आपने बहुत सारे वर्कशॉप देखे होंगे, वहां पे नंबर फ्लैश हो रहे होते हैं. कॉल मी ऑन दिस नंबर, सेंड अस एन ईमेल ऑन दिस नंबर. यार मेरा ऑब्जेक्टिव ही नहीं है वो. You understand what I'm trying to say? I don't care about you buying my services. I really care about you becoming empowered. All right? Okay, retargeting कल बात करेंगे. Retargeting कल बात करेंगे. How do you get all the stats you mentioned about people spending 2 hours? Yaduna, all of this data is available online. We have gone through various resources to eventually help you find out all of these statistics. I think you applied this funnel on omni-channel marketing. Yes, Mohit, absolutely I did. Will you also show us how to do the ads? Of course, Anjali, I'm going to open the dashboard tomorrow and create the ad live. Sir, please guide on channel partner working ways, how to convert success. We've already been talking about that. Now we are coming on your hidden agenda. 8:50 p.m. Oh, Sanjay, what's my hidden agenda? My hidden agenda is to help you grow your business all by yourself. All right. So I will talk about the algorithm tomorrow, and I will also show you exactly how to set up the ad in depth. अरे यार, अरे रोशन, आप गलती से पुरानी वाली लिंक शेयर कर रहे हो. वेट 1 minute. Let me just open the group. Join chat, open WhatsApp. अच्छा, इसमें तो यार, how come this particular group you are not able to? Roshan, can you please 1 second wait. Let me share this particular link again. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I've pasted the new link. Can you guys see it? अरे यार, somehow पुरानी लिंक ही पेस्ट हो रही है रोशन. आई एम नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड. 1 second wait. 1 second wait. Okay, 1 second wait. I will try to fix this. मेरे ये इशू मेरा है, आपका नहीं है. 1 minute रुको. Let me do this. So I will go here and I will paste it into the Zoom chat. Yes, now it is done. अरे हाँ, ये हो गया बराबर. Now I've given you the right link. Finally. There was an issue with copy paste. I don't know what was the issue. Zoom chat में copy paste कर रहा था पर हो नहीं रहा था. पता नहीं क्या issue था. Okay, what do you charge as an agency to realtors? Jasmeet, like I said, the objective is not to sell my services, but if you're still keen, you can always reach out to us on email. आपको बहुत सारे emails आए होंगे, आप उस पर reply करके हमको reach out कर सकते हो. As an individual realtor, should we focus on one project or multiple projects? Abhishek Sharma, great question. You should focus on one project. How to do retargeting, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Please, recording, Babu Shekhar, no recording. Everything that you learn is live. Sir, they might have given half information because they might have fear of data theft because they have put a lot of effort to get that detail. I didn't understand this point, Vishwaraj. How to contact Lead Factory? When you can go to leadfactory.in, our website, and you can fill up the form. My team will get back to you. Please explain positioning once again. I will do that tomorrow in the first half. 30 minutes में मैं आपको पूरा recap के time पे समझा दूंगा. Will you be showing how to run ads and set the right audience? कल के पूरे session का, okay, let me actually go to that particular screen. कल हम सीखेंगे how to target the ideal customer through Facebook. Second, we will also learn how to create a lead generation ad without and get leads without a website. And third, we will actually talk about how to grow your real estate business and do 7 to 10 deals consistently without any referrals, cold calling, or database marketing. All right, these are the 3 things that we will learn. कल मैं आपको actually एक live ad create करके दिखाऊंगा. गलती से भी मत मिस करना कल का सेशन. कल टारगेटिंग की जो स्ट्रैटेजी बताऊंगा, अगर वो स्ट्रैटेजी आपने इंप्लीमेंट कर दी, आपके 90% बैड क्वालिटी लीड बंद हो जाएंगे आना. 10% फिर भी गार्बेज आता ही है. मैं झूठ नहीं बोलूंगा कि 100% क्वालिटी आएगी. 90% क्वालिटी इंप्रूव हो जाएगी. Are you clear? So if you're still here with me till now, remember that please you have to be there tomorrow, because if you miss it, you completely miss it. There is no recording. All right. I want to understand if we can retarget YouTube audience in Facebook and vice versa. Yes, you can. How many from Hyderabad? Babu Shekhar, so many from Hyderabad. I don't even know. I don't even have the count. Give some example of real estate ad and their pain points through real ads. Amardeep, I will be talking about more ad examples tomorrow, and I will also create a live ad for you. How to specifically target a particular professional to give them valuable information. I will show you exact targeting strategy tomorrow. Something called as the $1 million targeting template. Within the first 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. पहले 1 घंटे में हम इसी के बारे में बात करेंगे. Don't miss a single second of that. How to maintain the data of a client to know the client converted cold into hot. I will even show you a tool that you can use to help you do this. I sell plots where there is no infrastructure. I sell only on future plot value prediction on value for resale. That's not a very big problem. A lot of people do that. Can we apply the strategy for open plots? Yes, you can. Can you give examples of farm plot targeting? Targeting होता है अंजलि. Farm plot हो, residential plot हो, residential apartment हो. पहले तो आपका customer persona define करो यार अंजलि. अगर आप customer persona अच्छे से define कर लोगे, you will understand how to target your customer correctly. Nikhil Wadhwa, we are a real estate developer into redevelopment. How to target such clients or find the right target group? How to determine what persona will be the most suitable and targeting that will get maximum returns? Persona तो पहले define कर लो यार, maximum return secondary step है, वो कल दिखाऊंगा कैसे करते हैं. In the first meeting, no individual buyer gives you personal information. Kunal, obviously, I understand that. इसीलिए आप conversation करना, you should build a relationship and rapport, right? Guys, please don't ask questions on the chat, यार. मतलब I will not be able to address it. By the way, आपको पता है कि I've already answered more than 104 questions, and nobody realized it. I've already answered 104, and there are another 40 questions. Like लोग question पूछे ही जा रहे हैं, और chat पे भी questions है. Okay, so I'm going to take a pause. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, if I missed out answering your question, please come back tomorrow and ask me the question. I will make sure that I answer it. But yeah, it's just been like so many questions, literally. Okay, so it's a little difficult. I will just answer one last question. आपने बोला है first video ad run करो, तो हमें project name disclose करना है, or should we keep hide the project name because sometimes customer goes directly to project site as they have project name and we disclose the name. Okay, so firstly, okay, how many of you guys have this fear that if you talk about the project, the customer will directly go to the developer and not come to you? Put fear in the chat. Please put fear in the chat. How many of you guys have this fear? It's a great question actually. This is a very, very relevant question, right? बहुत सारे लोगों को ये डर है कि हमने अगर कस्टमर को बता दिया सब कुछ, वो डायरेक्टली डेवलपर के पास चला जाएगा, हमारे पास नहीं आएगा. ओके, सो लेट मी टेल यू दिस. अगर उसको डेवलपर के पास जाना होता तो अब तक चला गया होता ना. अगर वो आपकी एड देख के इंक्वायर कर रहा है, एंड लेट्स अज्यूम 100 में से 5 लोग जाते भी है डेवलपर के पास, तो जाने दो. बाकी के 95 तो रेलेवेंट कस्टमर है. उनको तो उन कस्टमर को तो कन्वर्ट करो ना. डेवलपर सर्विस नहीं दे पाएगा. जो सर्विस आप दे सकते हो वो सर्विस डेवलपर नहीं दे पाएगा. अगर उसको वो प्रोजेक्ट नहीं पसंद आया, इफ दे डोंट लाइक दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट, द डेवलपर विल सिंपली कीप द फोन एंड क्लोज द कॉन्वर्सेशन. बट you will be able to service the customer beyond that particular project as well, right? Yes or no? So of course you should disclose the project name. Of course you should disclose the project name, because if you do not do that, the customer will inquire expecting, not even knowing what he's inquiring for, and then you'll get garbage. So you should disclose it. It's okay अंजलि, let those customers drop. छोड़ दो उन customers को. मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ ना, 100 में से 5 ऐसे कस्टमर होंगे जिनको फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, जिनको डायरेक्टली डेवलपर के पास जाना है, जिनको सर्विस नहीं चाहिए. छोड़ दो, वो वैसे भी आपके लिए वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम कस्टमर है. Are you guys in sync with what I'm saying? Give me yes or no. Does this make sense to everybody? Does this make sense? अगर नहीं सेंस बनता है तो बोलो no. यार, become real in life. ये सब डर के बाहर आ जाओ. People have, there is every piece of information is available online. Housing.com पे हर प्रोजेक्ट की डिटेल्स अवेलेबल है. मैजिक ब्रिक्स पे हर प्रोजेक्ट की डिटेल्स अवेलेबल है. फिर भी क्यों लोग एड्स पे इंक्वायर करते हैं और चैनल पार्टनर्स का बिजनेस ग्रो होता है? क्योंकि लोगों को सर्विस चाहिए. अगर Housing.com से काम हो जाता तो हो जाता, तो कभी कोई चैनल पार्टनर कभी जिंदगी में ऐड ही नहीं चलाता, कोई डेवलपर ऐड ही नहीं चलाता. नहीं सागर, द प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट दैट 50% से ज्यादा कस्टमर ऐसे होते हैं. द प्रॉब्लम इज यू आर नॉट बिल्डिंग अ रैपो और अ रिलेशनशिप विद द कस्टमर. द प्रॉब्लम इज यू आर फोकसिंग टू मच ऑन ट्राइंग टू गेट द कस्टमर टू बाय. इफ यू स्टार्ट बिल्डिंग अ रैपो और अ रिलेशनशिप, कस्टमर आपको छोड़ के कभी नहीं जाएगा डेवलपर के पास. दैट्स द ट्रूथ. अब चौबे जी अग्री कर रहे हैं यार, ये तो बड़ी बात हो गई. ऑलराइट, विद दैट सेड, I'm sure a lot of you guys are hungry for 2 things. One, your dinner, which is waiting for you. And I'm really humbled to have so many of you wait till 9:19. Matlab, thank you so much. Right? And second, I'm also sure that you're hungry to learn more tomorrow. If you are hungry to learn more, please make sure that you come on time. I will start at 5:30 for a quick recap of everything that we learned today. And at 9 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, we will start with our day 2. So if you want to learn every single thing, remember this: there is no recording, there is no replay, there is no rewind. There is only one thing that is live learning and live implementation. And tomorrow I'm going to implement every single, आज जो पूरी कहानी मैंने आपको बताई है ना, सारी मैचिंग द डॉट्स वाली, वो कल मैं इंप्लीमेंट करके दिखाऊंगा. कल मैं टारगेटिंग भी दिखाऊंगा कि टारगेटिंग कैसे करते हैं. आई विल सेट अप एन एंटायर एड इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू लाइव ड्यूरिंग द सेशन, एंड आई विल इवन शो यू different examples of the best performing real estate ads that you can use to help your business grow. And I will also show you how to do things that will help you generate more than 7 to 10 deals every single month consistently by implementing every single thing that we've talked about till this point. Is that good? All right. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Good night. Have an awesome dinner. Stay hungry. Do not fill your stomach to the point that you stop being hungry, because kal bahut sara seekhna baki hai. I hope this session was useful. I genuinely hope you found value in the session today. And I'm super excited to see you tomorrow. Super, super excited. All right. Bye, guys. See you. Bye. Tada. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anjali Pradeep says, I need to restructure my business. Yes, you need to. If that's the realization, then yes, you need to. In fact, let me tell you this, Anjali. अगर आप 2 सेकंड रुक सकते हो, और अगर आप इतने भी hungry नहीं हो, there are people who've done my workshop and they quote it like this, that before REMM मेरा business ऐसा था as a realtor, and after REMM मेरा business ऐसा हो गया है. And trust me, अभी आपने जो लाइन बोली है ना, ये मेरे 80% पार्टिसिपेंट्स बोलते हैं जो मेरे साथ रहते हैं. Literally like that. So I can completely relate to what you're saying. ये मेरे लिए नया नहीं है, ये मेरे लिए बहुत 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 कॉमन है, और मेरे लिए ये बहुत ही बड़ी गुड न्यूज है कि आप ऐसा बोल रहे हो, क्योंकि this is the right direction for me to have you go. All right? Okay, awesome. By the way, I have a small surprise for you, which I'm going to drop on the WhatsApp group for all of you. You can click on that and complete that assignment. I'm going to give you all an assignment today. ऐसे नहीं सोने दूंगा यार आराम से. I'm going to give you an assignment. मैंने जानबूझ के उसके बारे में बात नहीं किया, बिकॉज सब लोग इतने ज्यादा थक गए 3 घंटे से सुन के कि असाइनमेंट बोलता तो ऐसे ही बंद कर देते सेशन. तो मैंने जानबूझ के नहीं बोला. जो सीरियस है वो असाइनमेंट करे, जो नहीं सीरियस है वो ठीक है, उनको सिर्फ सुनने दो, नो प्रॉब्लम. I'm going to drop the assignment on the WhatsApp group and you can do it and come back in the session tomorrow. If you wish to get a recap, I will start at 5:30 p.m. sharp, and the day 2 starts at 6 p.m. Looking forward to see you again tomorrow. Bye.